good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wishing y'all a beautiful and an awesome Wait, today's Thursday. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is having an awesome day. Magic on over Renee House. He says, hi, Louis, guess what? Concord took 8 years to develop. Firewalk Dev said, oh, dear Lord. Oh, no. But anyways, let's tune in to Gamescom Day 2. Then we will continue on a little bit with the chat to talk about Concord being the way it is. So let's go pop this sucker up. So let's go look for the Gamescom. Let me take this out first. Okay, now let's use this. Gamescom. Come on, YouTube. Damn it. Okay, there we go. There it is, Day 2. Alright, starts in a couple seconds. Woohoo! Let's go! Alright, guys, let's see if the volume's working fine. Everything's working fine. Switching to this. Is my audio low here? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Now let's go to BC. Now we got Gamescom Day 2. Why are we here? What is supposed to be? Oh, I took the wrong one. Jesus Christ. Why does this thing always does this to me? I'll get it, guys. No worries. Give me just 1 second. It's right here. No worries. Here we go. Tell me if y'all can hear the volume to the show. Please tell me that. Let me put in my microphone. Alright, everything's working fine on this side. Tell me if the audio you can hear it, chat. And let's just put the chat over here. Oh, we're starting with something nice. Let's see what we're starting with.
Welcome to Gamescom live from the Xbox booth.
In just a few minutes, the team from Star Wars Outlaws will show off some gameplay from one of the most anticipated games of the year. Then we'll tell you how to get into the newest chapter of World of Warcraft, even if you've never played before.
I'm so excited for that, but later it's time to talk updates as the squad from Elder Scrolls Online stops by to unpack what fans can expect from this latest chapter and show off some game-changing features.
Plus, we've got more from Microsoft Flight Simulator, Fallout 76, and Towerborne, not to mention a new sim that literally lets you date everything. Intrigued? Stay tuned to find out more about these and many other titles.
But first, it's time to throw it to the latest from Star Wars Outlaws.
Kay Vess, the underworld's favorite new scoundrel. This is your one shot. A safe filled with 157 million credits. And I can get you inside.
Get in. How about getting out? This job, it's a death wish.
Your lives are over. Your family, friends, gone. There's nowhere in the galaxy you can hide.
You want to live? Get in with the underworld's most dangerous syndicates. Pull off the greatest heist the Outer Rim has never seen.
I'm in.
There you go.
So in, because that rowdy trailer belongs to Star Wars Outlaws. And joining me now to talk through this very epic space adventure, please welcome creative director Julian Garrity. How you doing?
Hello, excited.
I gotta tell you something, this Star Wars game looks really good.
You know what? That's the first time I've seen it.
I don't know why, but this game looks good.
What do you think?
It's awesome.
Oh,
The music gets
Guys,
me every time.
I'll be right back.
I love
Let me
the
go get something. I'll be right
characters.
back.
The locations look great. So, from a point of view of somebody who's just discovering it, I'm very happy.
Good. I mean, can you set the scene for us a little bit? Because although that did give us a little look at what we're going to be getting up to, what is Star Wars Outlaws exactly?
What is Star Wars Outlaws? So, it's the first ever open world Star Wars RPG game that features scoundrels, outlaws, my favorite archetype of Star Wars. So it's really giving you the keys to be part of the underworld, part of the galaxy of Star Wars on your terms.
I love the sound of it, because you're right, this is a brand new experience for a lot of players. We've had tales about Force wielders before, but the scoundrel, so important to Star Wars in general, and now to finally play as one is incredible. And we've seen a bit of Toshara, we've seen a bit of Tatooine. You've picked some great locations for the game, but now we're going to get a little look at the planet Akiva, right?
Yes, absolutely. So this is the first time we really dive into Akiva. And Akiva was only ever featured in a series of books called Aftermath. So we're the first to take those words and to transform them into something lush, beautiful, complex.
Yeah.
And complex not just in scenery, but also in the politics, the dynamics that are happening. You'll be able to see while Kay runs around the streets of Mira, the main city.
It's very beautiful.
It's gorgeous,
Yeah.
but it's also corrupt. And you'll see that there's stormtroopers, there's an Empire presence, and the Pikes and the Hutts are also fighting it out. So Empires and Syndicate presence within the city, within the planet as a whole.
Well, we'll get onto the Syndicate in just a sec, but as I've heard from you before, speaking about the game, one thing your team's really proud of in particular with Star Wars Outlaws is those hubs of where Kay can get her intel, and that all starts with cantinas. Now, the cantinas that we have on Akiva, very different to the ones we have on Tatooine. Tell me a bit about how you go in designing these to make sure they feel like Star Wars cantinas, but also reflective of the planet or moon that they're on.
Absolutely. So the cantina is this flashpoint of everything that makes Star Wars special. And the approach, the design philosophy that we worked with Lucasfilm Games really allowed us to understand the simplicity, relatability, and yet difference that all of these locations can take. So, for example, in the real world, you have jazz bars, you have Korean barbecues, you have all of these different types of location. So each one of these had to have a different type of vibe. Here in Akiva, it's a tropical tiki bar. So that's the vibe that we were going for there.
Sounds great, and it's obviously a great place to meet up with these crime syndicates and get some jobs. How do they make an impact on the game?
So, of course, this is a game about the underworld of Star Wars. And there are 4 main syndicates. There's maybe more, but there are 4 main syndicates that you'll be dealing with. The Pikes, the Hutts, the Ashiga clan that we created with Lucasfilm Games, and the Crimson Dawn. And you, as an outlaw, are going to be able to work on your reputation with each one of those. Doing jobs for some, betraying others, and building your profile accordingly. So very, very involved in your personal story throughout this adventure.
That's incredible. So they will form a general structure that Kay can live out this story in, but how much agency do players have to maybe go off the beaten path, maybe take Kay down some darker routes, or playing the good guy a bit?
That's huge, my God.
100% up to you. So, for example, here, this is the first time we ever show this quest. And it's a quest where you've landed in Akiva. Your main focus is to go pick up a droid smith. A droid smith that you need to pull off this heist that we've been talking about. 157 million credits, that's a lot of credits.
Not bad, yeah.
And to do that, you're going to have to upgrade your equipment, which we're doing there. We're making sure that your loadout is the right one. You jump on your speeder, and you'll be able to be distracted by curiosity on the way. So you're speeding off.
My curiosity.
You're on the way. It's quite a journey. And on that journey, you're going to be able to do jumps, tricks.
Nice.
The bike is based on a motocross, so it feels visceral as well.
Right.
And you'll be able to come across different things. Like here we have an Imperial shuttle landing. Do you go and mingle with those people? Do you mess around with the Empire at this point? Or do you save it for a little bit later on? Because guess what? That droidsmith, he's going to be located in an Imperial compound.
Oh, just our luck. Just our luck. Well, how well equipped can the player be to tackle That's not a compound, that's a fortress. I mean, what does Kay bring to the table to be able to deal with these kind of scenarios?
Well,
she has a lightsaber.
She's going to have the equipment to be able to do that. And that starts off with things like your binoculars to be able to scope the different opportunities. There's not just one way in, there's several ways in. The surest way to meet a very certain end is to go in guns blazing. Because this is the Empire we're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's a massive force in front of you. We're going to go stealth.
Okay.
And binoculars, one thing. Blaster, another. Nyx, incredibly important. Let's just have a taste of how Kay uses Nyx.
Okay.
She's going to be sending me across and attacking, clawing the hell out of that stormtrooper.
I feel bad for the guy.
You shouldn't. He's there. He's built for this.
Okay, true.
You take out the second stormtrooper, and now you have to hack through that laser barrier to be able to get into the gooey good stuff in the middle of that.
She got like a
fortress.
cool knife,
So
right,
there's quite a
guys?
few different
I mean,
ways
she
of
needs a knife.
engaging in a mission like
looks
this.
incredible.
Absolutely.
What would happen if we did go in all blasters blazing? Would it be a big problem for us on this particular mission?
This is an Empire compound, so that's going to be a real problem.
Okay. I'll take your advice on
One of the conditions is that you don't set off the alarm, because if the alarm sets off, you're going to shut down that compound.
Fair enough.
You may revisit the compound later on to be able to steal more stuff and to really find all of the treasures. And there,
Oh, that's
you can
cool.
do it
They're
the way
making
you
it
want.
hard for you. That's
but
cool.
ATSTs guarding the door, you've got a blaster
Oh,
in next.
shit.
Do you
ATST
really
on
want to
the
put
door.
yourself in that sort of situation?
Well, I could take my chances, honestly. Earlier on, though, we did see Kay's using her blaster now, but before that, she was working on it a bit on her workbench.
Yes.
Inside the Trailblazer.
That-
What is that all about? Is that like
That's-
upgrading? Or?
Yeah, that's absolutely upgrading your weapon.
Okay.
Because we want this to be about a resourceful underdog. And a resourceful underdog, they have one main tool that you can upgrade. You can have a charge blast, which is like a rocket launcher.
What?
And plasma, which is the regular blaster,
Right.
with speed mode to it, so it feels like an automatic weapon. And you have one function, which is the shock function, which we'll see a little bit later on.
Nice. I love the way that she even moves around. Like you mentioned before, Scoundrel Archetype's one of your favorites, but the movements of Kay, the mannerisms, the swagger really communicates that so well.
It's something that we worked on Division 2.
Right.
Those are trained military agents,
Yeah.
civilian agents, but with military training. Here we wanted a resourceful underdog, so you have to have that different movement. But all of those mannerisms and that sort of swagger that you see
Yeah.
there, that's Humberly, who brought that to the character, and she'll be able to tell you all about it.
Okay, great. I'll make sure to. One thing that I want to point out as well, we did just talk about the blaster a little bit. We're getting to see some of the action over there. Nice shot, by the way. The sound of it, too. I mean, in Star Wars, there are so many sounds that are iconic. Players, when we listen to them, it makes the hair on our
If you
arms stand
close
up.
your eyes and think
Oh.
TIE Fighter,
Yeah, TIE Fighter, I'm thinking like the seismic charge.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah. But Kay's blaster also has a really satisfying punch to it. So tell me about the process for making sure that you're designing a weapon sound-wise, the feel of it, the look of it, make sure it's authentically Star Wars, but also brand new, something that you've created.
we have to get inspiration from the past, get inspiration from
Shoot
the
it.
original trilogy, because this adventure happens in between Empire
you
Strikes
just
Back
fart?
and Return of the Jedi.
Right.
So we had access to all of those things. And then the pleasure is looking at that, working with that, and coming up with something that sounds new and that become its own sound. And that extends from the sound design to, the music of the piece, which I think is remarkable. You
Yeah,
heard it
gorgeous.
in the trailer. It's fantastic.
Anytime I hear the horns, honestly, I'm goosebumps. It's crazy. So we finally find our droid smith here then, I guess.
Yeah, who's not particularly happy to see you. So I'm not going to spoil the story, but the droidsmith, Gadik, has a past with you.
Okay.
And he's ended up working with the Empire, so he's made some really bad
Oh
decisions.
dear,
as well.
yeah. It's not great. I mean, he's already got a protocol droid firing a gun at us. I never thought I'd see that. But
I got a problem with a gatekeeper droid.
now that's caught his interest.
That's caught his
Yeah,
interest.
interesting.
There's a real challenge. There's
Yeah.
a real opportunity. It's not motivated by the credits, but tinkering around with some new tech
I like
That's
it.
what catches his eye.
I could get on with this guy. But the problem is, once we extract Gadik, we have to get out as well, right?
And that's where the blaster comes into its full use.
Nice.
So this is going to be part of one of those main quests. It's a linear quest, and there's a whole path where you explode into the combats, and you use all of the tools at your disposal.
Right.
Before we edited a little segment which was a puzzle room.
Right,
we didn't want to spoil the puzzle. We didn't want to spoil the traversal. We wanted to focus on the real action of this piece.
Great. And now we're getting some serious combat because there was no chance to sneak there. Everybody's just whipped over and saw us immediately.
Let's just escape.
But this is where Kay sort of comes into her own, because scoundrels, they love to improvise. They're good under pressure. And so I guess you're encouraging players to make sure they look around them, identify bits that are useful, send nicks out, play around with it a bit.
All of those tools, you've got an adrenaline shot.
That's awesome.
Recognize that it allows you to slow time, pick your targets, and it's an automatic kill.
Nice. That's a bit more of a problem, though.
This guy's got a shield, and one of your modules will be able to disable that shield, opening them up.
Oh, that's cool.
The deadly shot.
Absolutely stunning.
And that's it. You grapple hook out and escape the base.
You make it seem so easy. I'm gonna try it, and it's not gonna be that.
I wish I was playing this. There's a whole team, and they've done an amazing job at capturing this.
Yeah, I mean, right at the end there, we also got a little sizzle, a little taster of the rest of what's to come in the game. And one thing in particular I spotted there was some sabak happening as well.
Yep, sabak.
You got to tell me about that because I love it.
Sabak is a big part of the scoundrel lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we wanted to create our own rules, which gave us this depth of play and being able to collect special cards that change the rules of the game while you go along. So there'll be tournaments, there'll be high stakes games, there'll be a lot of credits to win as well.
Great. Well, I'll have to get practicing on that, definitely. But so I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. This has been incredibly insightful. Cannot wait to play the game, and it's not too long until launch. So
next week.
Buckle up. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Julian. Next up, though, to celebrate the launch of Star Wars Outlaws, we decided to test some lucky fans on their Star Wars knowledge. Let's see how they go on.
Welcome to the home of Star Wars Outlaws here at the beautiful Xbox booth, and it's time for a massive giveaway. So we've rounded up some fans for a chance to win some very fabulous prizes. How will they earn this sweet loot, I hear you ask? Well, Star Wars trivia, of course. So here's how it's going to work. Each fan will be given a Star Wars Outlaws trivia question, and if they answer correctly, they will win a beautiful Nyx plushie. Isn't it adorable? Wow. Then they will be given a more difficult Star Wars Outlaws question, and if they answer that one correctly, they will win one of these custom Xbox Design Lab Elite Series 2 controllers and be entered to win one of our grand prize Star Wars Outlaws Xbox Series X and S consoles. Are you ready? Let's go.
Yo, that looks cool.
I'm here with the lovely Citron. And where are you from, Citron? I'm from Cologne. Amazing. Are you ready to win some prizes? Yes. Okay, let's go.
So
first question.
Let's chat a little bit.
Of the main character of Star Wars Outlaws.
Yes, I mean, that was a beautiful...
What's her last name?
That's a beautiful console. Oh my god.
Let's go. That's a nice
Where?
plushie for you. Well done. That's yours. Something to color. Okay, are you ready for your
I want a
next
plushie too.
Pop below. Ready? Yes, I'm ready. What
I want a
is
plushie.
K-Vess's starship? Oh god.
Oh god, you're not gonna get this one.
I don't know.
Ah, no. Get it. Call it in the toilet. I don't know, call it something.
Oh, so close, but it's not correct. Well, we still got your next plushie, so well done, though. Yay! So good. Yay! Okay, I am here with... Yeah, lovely to speak to you.
What's his
Where are
name?
you from today?
I'm from Switzerland.
Stunning.
Oh, Switzerland, nice.
Okay, question number 1. What is the name of K-Vess's main companion?
The little guy calls Nyx.
Yes, it is! And here he is now. Congrats! Hey!
I want a plushie. I want a plushie.
And how can Nyx help Kay in battle in the game?
So he can attack people,
Nope.
pull levers and stuff.
Sorry about that, chat.
That sounds
My
good to
bad.
me. I think that's correct. Let's go. GG.
Did he just get a controller? Oh man, that's awesome. Go for next.
I am here with
Marcel?
Marcel. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Are you ready to win some Star Wars prizes?
Yeah, I think so.
First question. What's the launch date of Star Wars Outlaws?
It's the 30th of August.
Yes, it is. GG. Woo!
A plushie again! Man, Jacob, I want a plushie. Let's order a plushie, Jacob. We gotta order a plushie, Jacob. We gotta get ourselves a plushie.
Two classic Star Wars movies. Did you
Oh,
know
Venom will
the
get jealous? Oh, Lord. Oh, the virus? Oh, you want me to... Okay, I'll raise a little bit of volume.
Return of the Jedi.
Let's go! Well done, Marcel. You win the controller. A true Star Wars fan. GG's. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. But
I'm now here with
Ilya.
Ilga. How are you today?
Thank you very much. Fine.
Awesome. Let's
Wait,
win some
isn't that
Star
the
Wars
guy
prizes
who-
together. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Who worked in
First question,
Mythbusters?
what
Yeah,
is
that's
the
Adam from
preferred weapon
Mythbusters.
of K-Vest?
It's a blaster.
Yes, it's a heavy blaster. Let's go. And next plushie for you. Well done. Are
Wait,
you ready to step it up a level?
Of course.
Next question, a bit harder. Where did Kay grow up?
On Tatooine, but I have forgot the exact place.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was Cantonica and Canto Bite, but so close. Well done. Enjoy the next plushie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's go. Woo. Yay. Woo. Okay, I'm now here with
Thomas.
Thomas. Lovely
Hi,
to chat
Thomas.
to you. Are you ready to win some Star Wars prizes?
I hopefully do, yeah.
Thomas, you gotta get this right, Thomas, so we can
question.
continue. Thomas,
Who is the
get this right.
publisher of Star Wars Outlaws, the game?
It's Ubisoft.
Yes, it is! A next plushie for you! Woo! Let's go! Okay,
Man, I
next
want a
question,
plushie
little
too,
bit
and now I
harder
feel
now.
bad.
Yeah.
Looks like Colonel...
I've tried.
What type of droid is ND5? Kay's pal ND5. What kind of droid?
It must be a PX Commander.
Yes, it is! PS
Man, that was all. We'll never guess that one either.
Jeez. Well, that's it for us here at Trivia at Gamescom. But if you think you can do a little bit better, you too can enter for a chance to win a custom Star Wars Outlaws Xbox Series X with a controller stand
Oh, that looks so
or
cool.
an
That
Xbox
looks
Series
so
X.
cool. That
All
is
you need
cool.
to do is
That
head
is
over
cool.
to twitch.tv.
We gotta give him that. That's cool. That looks
and
like
follow the
Colonel Sanders
prompts in
KFC.
chat to enter this question. What species
Oh,
is
dude.
Nyx? Good luck. Remember to answer in chat. And now it's over to Henry with one of the beautiful voices from Star Wars Outlaws. Woo!
Hey, they did pretty good. But joining me now is Kay Vess herself, Humberly Gonzalez. How you doing?
Happy to be here. Exciting.
They did pretty good.
Hi, Emily.
They did. I was answering along with them.
Yeah, you got them all right, obviously.
Obviously. Nyx did too. We're
He's
yeah.
got his drink, he's happy.
He's so
Yeah,
good.
it's perfect, great. Now, I'm the sort of person that loves to know a Star Wars fan
She
in
looks
particular.
nice.
So before we get into talking how you're actually in the game, break down for me, what was your first, what was your Star Wars awakening? How did that come about?
Well, I grew up in
Tell us-
Venezuela, so it was
no
all in
wonder.
Spanish, and it was Guerra de las Galaxias. So, you know, that's something I love about Star Wars, is that it doesn't
She's
matter the color of your
Venezuelan.
skin, what language you speak, where in the world you are. You all have a Star Wars story, and mine just happened to be on the other side of, you know, South America. So it's exciting, you know, when I got to share about it with my family and friends.
No,
and
I
got
don't agree
to-
with you, Mike.
to relate
It's an
to it
Xbox showcase, Mike.
in my language,
It's an
in my
Xbox
culture.
showcase.
What was their reaction when they first found out?
goodness,
By the
Lander.
way, I'm actually going to be in it now.
All right, let me raise it a little bit.
Unreal. I
Yeah.
mean, there was a lot of questions. I think
Is that better now?
my family also, especially my parents, they started watching all of the movies, especially when I shared that it was in the original trilogy between Empire and, you know, Return of the Jedi. So I did too. I think I like blasted the Star Wars theme song and I watched the movies, and anytime I see anything Star Wars, I just have this like, Star Wars! You know?
Part of it.
I'm like,
yeah, that's
geez,
us,
yeah.
that's us. In terms of Kay and playing the role of a scoundrel, where did you have to go for that? What did you have to reach into to sort of conjure up this character?
I mean, obviously, we've seen scoundrels in this timeline, like the likes of Han Solo and Lando Calrissian. but they're so confident. They have the expertise. They know what they're doing because
It's cool.
they're
Star
out there
Wars,
in the
no worries,
galaxy.
man. Star Wars is
Unlike
always fun to
Kay,
listen to.
she's a rookie. She's not an expert scoundrel, but you know, she's a survivalist, and her and Nyx, you know, survive off of odd jobs and Kanto Bay, and they're dreaming of more. I love the attitude, you know, the
She's spinning
charm,
a
the
puppet.
witty banter, the swagger that they have. And, you know, those characters were obviously inspiration, but I got to try to bring my own heart to it. You know, Kay-Vess has flaws. She's imperfect. She has a vulnerability that I feel I brought to the role even from the first tape that I sent in back in 2022, you know? So that's something, you know, it's a collaboration from the whole team.
Well, the whole team's really important to it because when you're playing through it and you even hear the like banter between Kay and ND5, and you're like, God, I really am a Kay-Vess. This is so relatable.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. What's it like working with a wider team then on building a new cast of characters to put into a franchise like Star Wars? Did you have to work together too much, or?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, when you walk into a franchise that's already established, I guess you understand so much of it, the tone, you know, just kind of the general vibe of what we're making. But because it's motion capture,
Right,
you
yeah.
require so much aid in visualizing what the world is going to look like. I don't have the luxury of relying on sets and costumes and hair and makeup. I mean, we're in the mocap studio in like these cat suits, wetsuits with these markers. We're in a volume surrounded by hundreds of infrared cameras that are capturing our every movement. It's a lot more
Yes, she is.
intentional. You have to have this awareness of your body and your instrument. And you rely so much on the director, the writer, the storyboards. Sometimes they say, okay, we're about to do this kind of scene. So they pull up, you know, inspiration from the TV shows, from movies
Right.
that have previously been done to capture just the air of what we're trying to make, because we have to create it in our mind's eye.
So that must be a completely different way of bringing characters to life compared to like film or television, which you have done before. And
Yeah.
you have worked in games before, but this is clearly the most involved project that you've ever been on,
Absolutely.
right?
From top to bottom. I mean, I'm there every day in almost every scene. I've recorded over like 11,400 lines for the game. So I hope you enjoy my voice. You're going to hear a lot of it. It's expansive, you know,
Yeah.
and it takes years to create it. They've been working on it for a couple years before I jumped on back in 2022. So it's a long process. It's an incredible journey. I truly have grown alongside Kay-Vess. So even though I've done video games before, leading a game requires a lot more responsibility. But I was ready for it.
Totally. I can't wait to play the game, honestly. It
He's
just
gonna
looks
buy-
absolutely
he's gonna
incredible.
buy it.
Surely they had a real-life Nyx, at least, to help with that. really.
Obviously, we had him
yeah.
on set.
Yeah, of course. The inspiration's there. Well, Humberly, thanks so much for joining me. I cannot wait to play the game. It's not too long till it launches either, so
I know.
you're going to get to see how other people react. It's hitting people on August 30th. I'm going
I
to get
think
my
this is gonna be
Sabak face
Ubisoft's
ready for it,
biggest
so
sale
I'm good to go.
for a while.
Keep
That's
your
good.
cards
That's good.
close.
I'm happy
Very
for
close.
Ubisoft.
You can use Nyx to cheat, but
he's-
don't tell anyone.
He's great for that, right? Well,
Yeah.
I'll let you enjoy the rest of your Gamescom. Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
But coming up, we celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with the new War Within expansion. We're going to find out what fans can expect from the latest Elder
World
Scrolls
of
Online
Warcraft!
update. And next up, we're catching up with the team from 2 Point Studios on their latest title, 2 Points Museum. But first, the die has been cast, and that is only the beginning. Check out the new expansion coming to Lost in Random.
The Queen enters the board.
Yo, what now? Yo, what's this? Oh, damn, she pissed. Go, go, go. Get him, get him. There you go. Get him. What the hell is this? Oh, shit.
What in random? We're not dead, Fortune.
A dice wheel that. Oh, luck has finally turned.
Anyway, will you have him? Let's make this one count.
This is it. I don't know.
Come here, girl, and accept your punishment.
Go.
Greetings from the
That game
amazing
looks cool.
CSUN Games, developers of the upcoming cross-platform online multiplayer game Mecha Break, launching in
Man,
2025.
they promoting this game like crazy. Because I've seen like 3 trailers already in Mecha Break. Which that's good though. Yo. I'll be honest with you, this is gonna be a cool multiplayer game.
Let's showcase some gameplay through Mecha Break's core mode, 6 versus 6 squad missions.
Yo, that's
the
cool.
Eye of Mizra method, where the
Yo,
core is
that is
points by
cool.
capturing and uploading launch keys. The striker we're featuring is Falcon, a lightweight mech that excels in aerial combat.
Yo,
Players
that,
can maneuver during their dive.
this
and
game
fight,
looks wicked.
controlling the
I mean,
landing
this has
spot
gotta be
at
his
the match's
best
start to open strategic options
showcase on it.
that can turn the tide of battle. For example, Falcon excels in aerial strikes and reconnaissance. Pilots must be agile, coordinating hit-and-run tactics with teammates while staying under the radar. We've refined combat to ensure it feels satisfying both in the air and on the ground, with each mech having unique attributes distinct from other shooters. Each striker has unique speeds, inertia handling, and specialized combat capabilities for seamless transitions between aerial and ground attacks. When implementing that, our main challenge was balancing air and ground mechs, given the varying visibility, traversal paths, and cover types across our maps. We addressed this by carefully assessing each mech's strengths and weaknesses in multiple scenarios.
The sad thing is that the music on this video is way more louder than the voice.
The goal is to move a payload to the finish line. Seizing checkpoints along the way speeds up the payload. Brace yourself and face threats from both the air and ground with your squad. Showcasing another striker, Tricera. Wielding dueling Gatling guns, Tricera is a ground-based striker that often serves as the tank for a team, boosting efficiency when pushing the payload. Tricera's Fortress Room features an anti-missile system that uniquely protects the payload, or control points. Another powerful ground striker is Stego. When transformed, Stego specializes in long-range fire support as an ultra-heavy striker armed with the big guns. On the Krog sinkhole map, the goal is to collect mining data by capturing data nodes, making teamwork and strategy essential. Panther is a brawler equipped with a powerful lance and shield booster kit. Panther's devastating charged attacks and defense capabilities make it a fearsome opponent in close combat. But Panther isn't the only brawler in Mecha Break. Be prepared to face Elysius and Welcome.
Did he just
two
hook
melee
up?
machines with
That's
unique
awesome.
abilities that can take out enemies both at a distance and up close. The brawlers have unique finishing moves that keep the action intense.
Whoa.
Sky Raider is a powerful and swift air attacker that can transform into a bomber to rain fire on enemy forces.
Wow.
The elegant yet lethal Narukami rules the battlefield with pinpoint sniping and advanced optical camouflage, making it almost impossible to capture the sniper. We invite you to join us on this exciting journey with Mecha Break. Stay tuned for its commercial release in 2025.
Let's go!
Welcome, esteemed guests, to 2 Point Museum's Coastal Deep Dive. The Marine Life Museum in 2 Point County is, just as you'd expect, situated along the coast and boasts a treasure trove of wetlandian exhibits. Or at least it will do once you've hired some experts and sent them on perilous expeditions to unearth rare, but sometimes soggy sunken treasures. Discovering and maintaining the happiness of aquatic life is also a big attraction of the Marine Life Museum. And fish have a surprising number of requirements to meet if they're to stay happy and, swimming. Guests will be wowed by the remnants of Wetlantis, and the more impressed they are, the more they will donate. The more donations means more funds to keep your facilities clean, everything nicely decorated, and vending machines well stocked. Once you uncover the Marine Life Museum, you can then hire Wetlantian experts in all your other museum locations. From there, you can grow your aquatic collection throughout your 2-point museum empire. Thank you for attending this coastal deep dive.
How was that a deep dive? Deep dive is long talk conversations, but no.
If you've ever dreamed of running your own museum or just really enjoy the 2-point series of games, then listen up, because our next guests have the game for you. And me, here to tell us all about 2-Point Museum, please welcome 2-Point Studios design director Ben Huskins and executive producer Joe Kurla. Welcome to Gamescom.
Wait, what's his name? Joe what?
It's great to be here.
Great to be here.
How is Germany treating you?
Joe what?
Oh, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's
The weather
such a
is
great.
good?
The atmosphere is incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
Did you just
A little
say
bit
Joe
too
Kulo?
warm, but that's okay.
That's okay. And the halls are cooled, so everything okay. And today's the first consumer day, so we're really excited to have you here. So, 2-Point has taken on education with campus, on medicine with hospitals.
All right, you
So
guys
now,
want to hear
Ben,
about this,
how
or
did you
should we
come
talk a
up
little bit,
with the
chat?
idea,
You guys
the
tell me
theme
if
of
you want me to
museum,
lower it a
and
little
why
bit.
should fans be excited about this game?
You guys want to hear about
Yeah, well,
2-Point
the thing
Museum?
that's great about museums
you guys
is that
want to.
they have these amazing collections of completely unique exhibits. And as soon as we started talking
Let's
about
see
museum
now.
as an idea, we got really excited
Oh my
about
God,
what
that
if we
Mecha-
let
that
players
Mecha
build up
game,
their
oh
own
man,
unique collections
that
of
Mecha game
exhibits.
looks amazing.
And that got us thinking about, well, like, how do the players get these exhibits? They can they can send their experts off on expeditions around the county.
I'll lower it for a little bit so we can chat a little bit, because Trayvon brings a point here. Sad to see the community in shambles for the wrong reasons. This is Trayvon, right?
In anticipation about what might come back when your team
What you gotta do is we gotta let them blow off some steam, and just let them blow some steam. They gotta blow some steam, let them say what they say, and at the end of the day, there's like no controlling this, right? I mean, what can we do? There's no controlling how they feel or what they want to share. The thing is, this is a business. I've been saying it for quite a while here on my show. I've been telling the chat this is a business. Some things have to shift, some things have to change in order to make some money, and that's how it is. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry about that, chat. I don't know why I'm sneezing a lot today, Jesus. But like I was saying though, people just need to blow off some steam, man. They just need to blow off some steam. I don't know why they take this whole situation too personal with the whole how Xbox is doing business. And I was even told like they're disrespecting the community. I'm like, how is that disrespecting the community? I'm still trying to understand how is it disrespect. Like, for example, for the guys who like the console war, they feel disrespected, right? Because they've been fighting this war for quite a while. And that's the thing, though. At the end, you can fight 1,000 times, but what are you going to do? What are you gonna, let me raise the volume again a little bit so you guys can hear it. Sorry
Frozen
about that.
items you'll get.
Get the Yetis. I love them. I love the frozen exhibits particularly. So you also have to maintain your exhibits.
So yeah.
With frozen items, you need to have your freezer
I want a
cooler.
Minecraft ray tracing,
And
please.
then
Let's
you'll
go.
get Yetis
Let's
come
go.
with it.
How about that
So,
Minecraft
if I
ray
have all
tracing?
these
Let's go.
visitors, how do I
Let's
keep
go.
them
And
happy
shout out
throughout the game?
to the 30 people here on the show. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. And not only that, share this out. Let's get more people in here. And please join our Discord, which I will put in the channel for you guys to join, to have any conversation you want. And also, if you want to play a game, just say so. And we'll schedule that sucker in. Here you go. Here's the link to the Discord. Just post it in the chat.
I guess my
It's right then and
philosophy
there.
is more, fill their minds with wonder, empty their wallets. That's more my approach.
That's
So
straight on.
I don't know if there's gonna be some Arrow Rachie. I hope there is. I mean, it's time for them to show everyone. They gotta show something.
To go through about 5 different
They have
gift
to.
shops before they can escape the museum. don't get me wrong, they still have a good time. They just leave with no money.
So in another world, you would be managing a theme park also.
Well, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I get it. So is each museum restricted to one exhibit type?
So you can actually put any any exhibit in any museum. So we designed the game like this because we wanted the players to really have freedom to build and design the museum however they wanted to.
And I saw definitely something new,
Nice.
which are unique fish in the game. So can you tell me more about the creation of these odd sea creatures and how we can enjoy the fruits of that labor?
So we had lots of fun coming up with the ideas for the fish. I think with the exhibits in our game, sometimes we
Alright,
kind
Jacob,
of
I'll fix it.
culture
I'll fix it for you
references,
guys.
sometimes it's an idea for an animation, a joke or a pun, but with the fish, we kind
Louis
of lean
fish!
quite heavily on
There's a
real life
Louis
reference,
fish in the
but then
game!
try to
Now I'm
inject
motivated.
too much
There's a
humor
Louis fish in
and
the game.
charm into it. So, like for example, we've got a pufferfish. He's my personal favourite. He's very cute. He's got goofy eyes, puffy cheeks, and you can actually get him as a plushie in the gift shop, which
I
is
get you,
super
Trayvon,
cute.
I get
We've got
you,
the
but
clownfish.
Trayvon,
He's
listen.
small. He's got a red
Twitter's
nose,
just a small
so
space.
that's quite like.
I learned that. I learned that a long time ago.
We've
It's just
also
people
got like the
throwing
bull shark,
stuff
who's
out
kind
there.
of scary looking. He's a shark with a bull ring.
But
and you actually
it's just
have to keep
Twitter.
them separate,
Let them
like
say what they want to
because he
say.
does
At the
eat
end of the
little
day,
fish.
Trayvon,
Okay, so
Xbox gonna do his
talking
shopping
about
marketing,
fish,
and
let's talk about
I
fish
I said it yesterday on the
I always
show. I
wanted
mean,
to say
if,
that on an Xbox broadcast.
if someone
but
does not
seriously,
have an
how do
Xbox,
we
they gotta
keep
be.
the fish population
I don't know
healthy?
which
Yeah,
planet
so,
to live on,
I
because
mean,
at
the
the
whole
end of the day,
aquarium
though, you
management
have to have an
feature as a
Xbox.
whole, there's quite a lot of
You
depth to
save
it,
so
really,
much
because there's all these different types
But
of
they
fish,
gotta
and
market
they all
even more
behave in
too.
different
If
ways.
they
and
get
all
that
have
marketing
different
in, man, I'm
characteristics.
telling you,
And
people-
you're having
passengers
to think
just gonna
about,
jump
like,
in.
do I have enough
So no worries.
filters in the aquarium
Let
to
Twitter
keep
blow
them
up.
going? Do I have the
Let it
right
be what
types
it
of
be.
food for the different fish that I've got
Hey,
in there?
Spartan
Is the
64,
aquarium
good
the
morning,
right
brother.
temperature for them? Because all the fish have
We're right
different
here just
needs,
watching the
different
showcase.
requirements. So there's
Talking
quite a
to
lot of
the
depth
chat.
to it. Like the aquarium management as a whole, it's almost a game in itself. And so yeah, you're having to think about how do I keep
we
them healthy.
managing
'cause,
an aquarium?
you can even
That's gonna
name
be
your
messy.
your individual fish.
I mean, there's sharks.
And get quite attached. You know, oh, it's Clive the fish. That's my favourite
Don't
fish.
get me attached, please not.
Yeah, and then while you're nurturing them, if you give them a nice little secluded area to hang out with, then maybe fish romance will blossom, and maybe
Fish
you'll
what?
get nice little baby fish.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just one follow-up question. The name of my fish is called Bartholomew. If I want to know what he
Bartholomew.
needs as food, what he really
Spaceballs!
likes, where do I find it? Like, is there a fish tab or?
Oh yeah.
Ah, okay.
There's lots of info. Yeah.
Lots of information.
Yeah. You,
Interesting. And then how do you actually level up the whole museum?
right. Yeah. So as you begin to expand your museum, you're going to want to go on more expeditions to find a wider variety of exhibits to have in your museum. And of course, as you get
Jesus,
more to add to your
damn.
collection,
You've
you're
been
having
there
to
for a
think
while.
about where should I put them relative
Yes,
to
baby
the things
fish,
that I've
Jacob,
already
we
got.
can have
How
baby
does it affect
fish.
my
We
layout?
gotta
Maybe
get
I
a
need to
plushie from those
reorganize
baby
my whole
fish, right?
museum
Jacob?
layout. And as you get more things, the visitors will want to stay for longer in your museums. You're going to
I'll
have
be
to
honest,
put down
this is not a
cafes
this is not a bad
and-
game if you like
and,
to build stuff.
other facilities
It's-
to keep them
it feels like The
happy.
Sims.
Otherwise, the kids will
I don't
get
know if y'all played The
bored,
Sims.
and then they'll
I had a
leave,
lot
and
of
the
fun with
parents will
Sims
be
back
really
in the day.
angry. And so yeah, you
Still
need
have fun
to
if I install it.
build up your collection of exhibits. And just keep those guests staying as long as possible. And the thing we were really keen to do with museum is what we found is people get quite attached to their museums over time, because as you build up that collection, and you're having to look after them, right? Because you don't want your fish to die.
Bartholomew. Yeah.
You don't want your frozen caveman in ice to melt, because they'll ruin it. Then you get quite attached to your museum, and all of the hours you've spent noodling around laying things out. And so what we do is we keep giving you reasons to come back to each museum, which is great, because I think you do really feel like it's become your own
For
thing.
Xbox.
Amazing.
one runner,
Well,
not-
thank
Xbox
you
is
so
not
much
in.
for coming. And everybody who is here at Gamescom can play the game, actually, either at the Xbox booth or at the Sega booth, which is in the same hall, Hall 7. I love that we're neighbors. But then last but not least, I think you can wishlist it at home as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now,
Awesome.
to the newest chapter in the Life is Strange saga and the supernatural murder mystery it revolves around.
Okay.
Check out what you can expect from Max Caulfield and the gang in this new gameplay walkthrough.
Max Caulfield.
Do you guys
the
want to see
girl
Life
who
is
could
Strange, or should I
rewind
lower it so
time,
we can have a
is
conversation?
back. Let's thrash, Chakra.
I don't know if you guys are a big fan of
But
Life
when
is
one of her
Strange,
new
but...
friends, Safi Llewellyn and Fayyad, is murdered
What was her name?
in the grounds
Safia
of
what?
Caledon University,
Man, what kind of, that's a long
Max
ass
finds
name.
that her chaotic
Safia Llewellyn
power
what?
has changed. Now, Max must
Saying that name is
shift back
tiring.
and forth to reveal the truth of her friend's murder in an attempt to save Safi before it's too late.
Safia Llewellyn what? I mean, seriously, that's a
Once
long ass
Max's
name.
new power manifests, she can send a pulse out from her fingertips at any time.
Also, she can morph
While
into
Pulse
Power
is
Ranger?
active, she can peer through to the other world, seeing the differences between the timelines clearly. People
want
and
that too,
objects
man.
in the other timeline appear as dimensional echoes, allowing Max to
J-Mode is
avoid
mean.
watchful eyes when shifting.
Good thing I can keep an eye on Alderman from here. Wouldn't want to
Let's
show
slow this a
up
little
right
bit.
in front of him.
She got powers, man. She got powers.
What the hell?
While Pulse shimmers around her, she can also see places where the veil between the
I
two
see now why they like
timelines
this
is
game.
at
Why
its
people like this game.
thinnest.
It's called Solving the
These
Mystery
shift
and Origin.
points
That's
are
pretty
where
cool.
she can push through to the opposite timeline to help
Push
her
through the opposite
investigation in a multitude of ways.
You need me to hold something, or
Actually, yeah. I need an Allen wrench.
got one around here?
No. I borrowed one
Maurice,
from Carla, but I think
you're
she
gonna
took
get
it back.
Britney Spears in here, Maurice. You're gonna get Britney Spears jumping in here.
This
Come
could
on.
be to solve a puzzle,
Come on.
convince a
Yobi!
character to reveal a secret, or retrieve an
What's up,
object lost
Yobi?
in one timeline by borrowing it from another.
Better give this
Yobi,
wrench
you
to
just
Moses.
gave me an idea.
Shift points work in
Let me go to
both
Amazon. Let me
directions,
get this.
So you can
Let's
shift
hop
back
into
and
Amazon.
forth
I gotta
from
get
the
this,
same
Yobi. You
spot.
gave me an
So
idea
I found
today.
this guy named Alan,
Yobi, you're
but he
getting
didn't
messy.
know anything
Now where is it?
about a
Let me
wrench.
see.
Oh, Max, not literally Allen. It's... Oh. You are a lifesaver, Max. Dad joke aside.
Ah, that costs a
I'll
lot of money.
never
Damn it.
apologize for my dad jokes.
You know,
If you're
apologize
worried
for
about
what?
losing track of which
For the what?
timeline
Did
you're
you
in,
just see that?
well,
What?
Max herself may get confused too.
Maurice?
Have you talked to Reggie
This
since
game.
yesterday? Reggie? Crap! Wrong Loretta, Max.
In the options, you can toggle a UI indicator every time you shift,
Let's see something
confirming
real
the
quick,
reality you've just arrived in. As well as there being visual cues such as cheery Christmas decor in the
Sequence
timeline
and
where
feature
Safi
frame.
is alive. Most importantly to Max's investigation, everyone you meet has an increasingly divergent duplicate in the other timeline. Depending on which timeline you're in, they'll react to Max and her probing questions very differently. A grief-sodden conversation in
Oh,
one
you can see the mouse on
timeline
my screen.
may unlock an unexpected heart-to-heart in the other.
Grief is hard. The trick is not to let it change your character.
Everyone at Caledon is hiding something,
What?
and Max is the only one with a viewpoint unique enough. to
What if they're
unravel
hiding
those
something
secrets,
naughty?
and the determination to reach the truth at all costs.
Like secret
Everybody's
stuff
talking about her like she had
that
a
we
heart
wish
attack
would not
or a
like to
car
know.
accident. But she was murdered. Someone murdered her. I don't know how we're expected to just be okay with that.
Max has never been so powerful
Oh, that
or
sucks.
in so
But
much
it looks like a
danger.
good game. I mean,
The fates
pulse
of her
from your
friends
fingertips.
and of two timelines are at Max's fingertips.
Ah, Max's fingertips. There you go. Double exposure. Wait. So wait, is there nudity in this game? Because it's got exposure. Oh, this looks fun. Dragons! Anything that has a dragon in it's got to be cool. Oh, it's World of Warcraft. Okay, there you go. There you go. We're heading into the World of Warcraft conversation. Please put it on console. What the hell is that? Is this Warcraft? Am I getting it right? Looks like Warcraft. Ooh, spiders. Yeah, it is. There you go. Get him. Get him. Oh, damn. Poor dwarf. Get him. A pigeon. Man, if a pigeon turned out to something like that, I'll be running away, man. There you go. He hulked up. Get him. Get him. those like the Four Riders of the Apocalypse? Oh, damn. There you go. Uh-oh. Life is Strange? I think it was in Game Pass too. I think it was in Game Pass, wasn't it? Life is Strange? Took my wallet out of this. Oh, man. World of Warcraft, August 26th. No Xbox?
World of Warcraft has had a massive impact on the gaming world, as well as myself, since it launched nearly 2 decades ago. And here to give us a glimpse into their plans for the latest expansion, The War Within, the 3-part World Soul Saga, and the next 20 years of World of Warcraft, we have 2 excellent humans, and thankfully not orcs, sorry Horde, from the team at Blizzard. Please, Ian and Tina, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I am Tina Wong, Associate Art Director on The War Within. Super excited to be here and getting to chat with the Xbox community.
Hi, and I'm Ian Hazzikostas, Game Director on World of Warcraft.
So when you mean
really
chat
hyped
with
to
the
be here
Xbox
in Cologne at
community,
Gamescom, and excited
are
to
you
be part
gonna
of the
put the game on
Microsoft family,
Xbox?
Even though we're just a humble PC game,
That's what we wanna
you've been
hear.
welcomed into the
Come on.
Xbox fold, and it's wonderful.
No, I'm so excited for you guys to be here, especially as today is such a huge day for World of Warcraft.
wonderful.
Can you tell us what's going on?
We got a little thing or two brewing. I think in something like 8 hours and 10 minutes, but who's counting? We're going to be launching early access of The War Within, to be followed a few days later by the global release.
No, I'm so excited for it. And to kind of get it hyped up at Gamescom on the booth over here, we have got one of the coolest experiences I think I've ever had at any gaming booth. It is the Escape from Dalaran, and as like a big WoW fan, it was incredible. Have you had a go?
Yeah, it's like, so this is a 4-minute VR experience. You're like, strapped in to this motorized device. You have air jets blowing in your face to simulate air rushing by you, and you are soaring through.
I want to try that.
In the middle of a surprise attack launched by the forces of Xalatath and
Dude,
the
that looks
Meridians
cool.
that very much mirrors what players are going to experience at
It's
the start
six.
of the War Within in
Six.
the days to come.
Six.
Yeah, and you did mention that this is the start of a brand new era for World of
All right,
Warcraft.
let's get serious.
Can you tell us the new features and what we can expect with The War Within?
Yeah, so The War Within is our 10th expansion, and I'm biased, but it's going to be a banger. It's the beginning of the World Soul Saga, which is the greatest story we've ever tried to tell, and it's a story so big that we needed to make 3 expansions to tell it fully. And so the way this kicks off, champions and heroes around the world have been seeing these troubling visions, hearing things that sound like the world herself crying out for aid, crying out in pain. And as they investigate the source of this phenomenon, that journey leads them towards a land that is known as Kazalgar, a mysterious island off the coast of Kalimdor, where they may come under surprise attack.
They
and
should,
begin to
right?
see the
They
face
gotta
of their
put that
foe.
on there, man.
And
Come
that
on.
is one Xalatath. And so it starts out as a mystery, and that mystery will lead players into the underground of Azeroth, towards the heart of the world itself, into just fantastical environments, and it's just going to be an incredible adventure.
No, I can't wait. And Tino, I know you've got a load of brand new features that are going to be coming with the
Roka,
expansion.
who you
Can
pointing
tell
at?
us a little bit more about that?
I know who you're pointing at,
Ian
but
mentioned the zones.
it's not
One
me.
of the things that we really love about World of Warcraft is that the world is such like a main character of it, right? So one of the key things coming out is
Well, the
these,
benefits of having a
zones.
PS5
And
is
they're
at least it
definitely
warms
some
up
of the
your
most
home, so
ambitious
it's
and
good.
unique that
It's
we've
good.
ever created for
I'm gonna
World
get some
of
slander
Warcraft.
for that.
For instance, delving underground, that's a unique challenge. And so while we have zones that meet player expectations with like the ringing deeps where we have ancient forges and lava and these beautiful caverns, we also have an incredible zone called Hallowfall where we have this
Now, I hope he asks the
crystalline
question, when
ceiling
is
and
it
the
coming to
crystal that
Xbox?
shifts from light to
Please
dark.
ask
And
that
then our
question.
deepest zone,
Please
Ashkahet,
do.
this is where you will find Queen Ansarek herself, in partnership
No, we're
with
getting new
Xalatath.
games, Richie.
And
We're getting
you
new
get to see
games.
the height of the Nerubian Empire.
Yeah, no, and also there's of course, one of the big things with World of Warcraft as well, dungeons. Can you tell us about a few of the new dungeons that we're going to have right, in the War Within?
Dungeons.
Oh yeah, so one of the fun ones as part that you get to experience as part of the story is this one that's the rookery that you find on the Isle of Dorne. And so you get to experience part of the culture of Castle Garden, seeing these riders.
All these names. I mean, I don't understand nothing. Rookery.
So that one is super fun. And then in Hallowfall,
I miss the RTS World of Warcraft. We're just building and just sending things in there and just
there's
fight.
epic battles, and you see that glowing crystal just in the backdrop.
Is that crystal? Oh, sorry, I was
just gonna say, when we were setting out to like build these underground environments, like one of the challenges was making sure that it didn't feel claustrophobic, didn't feel oppressive. Like the zone of Hallowfall, it is so vast an underground space that the inhabitants need airships to traverse it. And so it's like when you're down there, it's like you're in this underground world unto itself.
No, and it was really one of the really cool things we were talking about it a little bit earlier on was that the crystal changes, doesn't it, to impact
you got
the
clipped
gameplay.
too?
Which
Man, we're getting
I'm
clipped
really
out here.
excited
That's
for.
crazy.
What other features do you have coming with the expansion as well?
So one of the things that we've built is delves, which is a new feature for the
Look, was just
expansion.
trolling.
And
That wasn't troll, Jacob. It was just trolling about it. It wasn't serious.
It really caters to a group of our audience that historically has been a little underserved by the end game
Rudigs, what's up, Rudigs? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Last time I listened to this players was during the Xbox Live
outdoor world players, as we call it. We want them to feel like you're adventuring through the world and you come across just this mysterious location, whether you're diving into a sinkhole or seeing some tracks lead into a dark cave. We want you to be able to encounter these and still
Man, and y'all don't got the Macarena dance? If you guys don't put the Macarena dance, it's not a complete game. You gotta put the Macarena dance in there.
So delves are they're handcrafted experiences. Yeah. There are 13 locations around the zones of the War Within, and they're really meant to be a new alternative.
Well, Rudigs,
I
think Rudigs is playing on PC. He won't be that crazy to buy that game on PS5 with all the bugs it has in there. But yeah, it's still there's still bugs in it. I'd rather wait. Oh.
Enjoy the story, you could quest, but at some point your journey would unfortunately feel like it came to a stopping point.
Let's get him in.
And we want to make sure that all playstyles
how do I do this?
feel welcome and feel like they have progression. And that's something, as we think about the features that we're offering in our new expansion,
put 10 seconds. We'll probably be back. Let's see.
Playing the way,
Roka, let me see if you come back, buddy.
Having that flexibility to, that caters to your playstyle. So like a couple of other major features are warbands, which for once unifies the progression.
Type. I put you for 10 seconds. See if you can type now.
So instead of having every character needing to earn reputation separately or their own currency, all of the characters in your account are now part of a warband. So the first thing you see when you log into World of Warcraft, the War Within, is going to be not just one character standing there stiffly, but multiple characters huddled around a campfire representing your band of adventurers that you're taking into Azeroth.
Waiting for that important question.
Grinding, getting all your characters ranked up and leveled up.
Ask the question.
All together would be amazing.
It's honestly quite sentimental to see them all hanging out.
I have to make sure I do all the transmogs all correctly and just make sure they all look great.
Exactly. And we've already seen people taking screenshots and sharing them. Of,
this is your lineup. Yes.
We've reimagined the way flying and traversal work in World of Warcraft. This is dynamic physics-based system called skywriting. That's more than double the speed of what flying used to be.
I read it dropped
back in the day.
To 720,
and so just getting from point
A to point B should
feel exciting. It should feel like an adventure, and that's what we're trying to offer.
I always used to love that. I still remember the first time Burning Crusade where I got my flying mount for the first time, and I had 60% move speed, and I was like, I'll get there eventually. Just give me some time.
Yeah, these are more like 600%.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be way faster.
That's good. I hope it keeps on moving it.
Yeah, that's amazing. One of the other big things with
that's good. I hope it keeps on moving it because they need to ramp up that revenue with the console sales. So let's see now.
I've never played before. The War Within, you've kind of aimed to change that. Can you tell us a little bit more? What can players expect when they log in for the first time?
Yeah, really, it's features like what we've just been talking about. It's making sure that there is a deep solo experience if that's what you want. If you only have a little bit of time to spare, those delves take 15 to 20 minutes. Of course, if you want to, if you have hours on a weekend, there's an entire world to explore. We have hardcore raids to challenge, the boldest of adventurers and their friends as they coordinate to overcome these challenges. But I think, World of Warcraft is a game that can be played in so many different ways today to suit your, preferred content, playstyle, available time, and that's something that we really want to
please say it's coming to Xbox.
Yeah. A lot of people, when they think about World of Warcraft, they think, oh, it's too big, there's too much stuff to do, but really it's a world and that everyone can play the way that is fulfilling to them.
Yeah, and there's also opportunities just to hop straight into the new content as well. It's one of the things I've always liked. Like our whole Xbox On team, when Classic came back out, we all hopped back in for one of those reasons.
Exactly. And I think, as any WoW player knows, you know,
Serious as full.
is the perfect time to come back to WoW. I think the War Within in particular, because of the fact that, you know, it's kicking off this brand new story arc. We've also revamped the new player experience, the level up experience from 10 to 70 that gets you to the War Within to be our latest expansion, Dragonflight.
Yeah.
So if you're coming back or you're coming in for the first time, you're playing the latest, newest content WoW has to offer, learning the ropes, and joining the rest of the world in the War Within.
No, I'm really excited. And also, World of Warcraft, I can't believe I'm saying this, is coming up to its 20th anniversary. What does that feel like being a part of the WoW team and for all the players?
It is, I mean, it is humbling, truly. I've been playing the game for all 20 of those years. I've been on the development team for 16 years now. Like the large majority of my adult life has really been shaped and formed by this game. And
this generation has been ahead for everything,
so
man. It's been ahead for everything.
Celebrate the 20th anniversary coming up, but also kick off many, many years to come.
Yeah.
I'm also a long-time veteran in the game, playing since the beginning, playing since Warcraft 3, and been on the team like 14 years now, and there are so many of these stories on the World of Warcraft team, and you can see that in what we put out there, just people putting like their passion and their history with the game into everything that we make.
No, it's amazing. Like, I personally love it. I can still remember growing up playing from the Burning Crusade, Wrath the Lich King, and it's so exciting to hit that 20-year mark. But for players that are looking to get involved in World of Warcraft for the first time and become part of the community, what can they do right now?
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, we're talking about an expansion, but the basic World of Warcraft experience, you can play for free in our starter edition. You can level up to 20. You can experience the start of Dragonflight. And, you know, just go to worldofwarcraft.com.
Now, what's incredible is, and this, I'm going to say this with a lot of slander, a third-party game is making PS5 sales. But the first party...
do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share with the fans?
Just... It's just such an exciting moment, really. You know, I think coming up on 20 years, but also beginning this next step in our journey. The team has been working on War Within for years. We have so many years of content ahead that we have mapped out, that we have planned out. It's going to be this incredible journey narratively in terms of the world we're building, in terms of the features. And just we're excited to welcome everyone in to begin it with us, and buckle up, because it's going to be a heck of a ride.
Yeah, no, I honestly, thank you so much. I've got one also final question. Horde or Alliance?
Depends on my mood that day.
Safe answer.
That is a safe. What about you, Tuna?
My mood is more often Horde. Put it that way.
It's shifted over time. Currently, I'm more playing Alliance.
See, that's what I like. Always the Alliance. I've been Alliance since day one. Right, and I will stick to that with the War Within. But honestly, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it, you taking us through the War Within. But here, also, just a pro tip to avoid your own War Within. Please check out World of Warcraft, the War Within expansion, when it launches August 26th.
And shout out to the 33 people here on the show.
Booth right here at Gamescom.
Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. And not only that, share this out. Let's get more people in here, baby. Let's go. Man, oh man.
But first, it's time for a cinematic horror experience. This is the casting of Frank Stone.
Ooh, Frank Stone. Okay.
This place is like super duper creep town, right?
For this one, I want to see this one. Frank Stone.
Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind.
Oh, I'm doing fine, dudes. I'm doing fine. I'm just happy, man. I'm happy. I'm always happy, man. I'm always happy.
Sorry.
This looks cool. Oh, nice.
I'm coming!
Of course, confront. You gotta be a man. Wait, is that a voodoo doll? What the hell
right
is
when
that?
my dad came face to face with Frank Stone.
I think you're starting to see what we're up against.
Your call, Chris. Drugstore. I don't want to risk missing our chance.
Sure. Curiosity shop does look pretty cool.
We can check it out after.
Drugstore.
Fair enough.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. After 40 years of pain, why would you choose to live with more?
You're not okay, are you?
I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare and I just can't seem to wake up.
There's no reward for me when I've done what I've got to do.
This is insane!
I can't live like this anymore. I can't live in this nightmare.
Come on, come on, come on.
It's a prison. Something far older.
What is that?
Yo, that's cool.
It's Frank Stone.
September 3, 2024. Let's go. Yo.
Welcome everybody to the Xbox booth.
This is our home for Gamescom 2024.
There is so much to do here. There's so many experiences. We've got Xbox, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Activision all under one roof.
We have so much to see, so I think we should just split up.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Over here at the Age of Mythology Retold section, you can get your photo taken with some certified gods and goddesses. But over here's something even cooler, because we've actually got some game stations set up where you can play test the game right here at Gamescom.
Behind these walls, fans are experiencing, I think, the most anticipated expansion of this year, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. I can't wait to dive into the Dark Citadel and slay swarms
Maurice,
of
we gotta
enemies
go next year, Maurice.
if
we gotta go
manage
next
to do
year.
so.
I know
I
this
think
show's
only
going,
time
but
can
next
tell,
year I'm
and
going 100%, Maurice.
speaking
We
of
gotta
time-
go. We gotta go to Gamescom.
It's time to check out Diablo
We
Immortal,
gotta go.
because we just can't get enough of it around here. At the Diablo Immortal section, you'll be able to play the game itself on the little setups here, but also set a leaderboard time where you can potentially win an incredible Inarius statue, which looks unbelievable. But hey, what's that over there?
The Doomslayer has already graced many an Insta story as he lords over the booth of Doom, the Dark Ages.
That looks badass. Well, Doom
Fans
is
can also
badass.
celebrate 10 years of the Elder Scrolls Online by checking out the latest chapter, Gold Road, as well as catching a rare glimpse of an Elder Scrolls replica. There's only one
Okay,
of two in
Maurice,
the
we'll
world.
get a nice hotel
If you're
room.
feeling brave enough, you can even grab a photo with Athelia herself.
World of Warcraft, the war within, takes on new meaning when you strap yourself into one of these ultra-immersive devices.
Lord.
Let me tell you, it's my third ride in a row and I'm really, really baffled by this experience. So make sure to check this out and check out the expansion.
And of course, it just wouldn't be Gamescom without the Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass experience,
man.
where here our attendees can actually win themselves some prizes by slapping that big green button, which I think I'm going to have a go on while you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Come on.
Yo, what is this? Is this Towerborne? Nah, this can't be Towerborne. Yo, what is this? Oh, hell yes! Let's go! 5 players? No way, no, you kidding, right? 5 player co-op? I don't see the 5 players. Oh shit. Damn, this is intense. Well, I found the game to replace my Doom game on mobile. This is a mobile game, of course. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm playing this thing. Oh shit. Damn, look at that screen. Yo, this is dope. Wreck Total Conquest. What's the name of this game? Yo. Kill Knight. Oh, this looks cool. All right, coming October 3rd. Oh, that looks so cool. Kill Knight.
This year, the Elder Scrolls Online celebrates 10 years. I should have brought some sweet rolls. But here to give us the latest from the franchise, please welcome the Elder Scrolls President Matt Fyron.
I'm learning this now.
Creative Director Rich Lambert himself.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Great.
All right, so what's up, chat? Man, that Kill Knight game looks dope, man. Looks dope as hell.
You're aware of the
behemoth
Damn.
scale of everything, but I mean, this is something else for the Xbox booth. It's great to have like a whole team together for it, which is awesome.
Yep, it's set in Dead by Daylight. Yes, Dead by Daylight is such a cool game, man. I love playing it. I wish I could find more people to go in and play that game. I have a lot of fun, especially when I use Pinhead.
Really special for a game to
Yes, Pinhead is the man in that game.
You guys thought, well,
let me
let's
see
make a
now.
big deal out of it. Let's celebrate. So how are we doing that in game?
Yeah, well, you know, it's been 10 years since we launched, but it's been like 18 years since
Elder
we
Scrolls!
We've been working on this game a long time.
Forever, yeah.
And Rich and I were both here in the very beginning, so, but yeah, we're celebrating.
Oh, dear Lord. Talos, the man with the rig. Come on, Killer Instinct 2, right? Want a Killer Instinct 2. But man, that Kill Knight looks awesome, man. That game looks dope. I mean, it was intense. And it's coming in on October 3rd. I'm buying that game. Ah, man.
Huge with live music and just a huge multi-day festival, and then
with Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, I mean, it's countless, right? We've got.
I hope this does not take 30 minutes like Diablo did yesterday, because Jesus, Diablo took like 30 minutes. My God, it was basically the sort of show was all Diablo, the DLC, plus Diablo Immortals. I'm like, whoa, man, that's a long time just to talk Diablo. I mean, I know Diablo's a big game, but dear Lord, it's just too much talking.
So it's just we're really trying to do.
So let's see if this doesn't take a lot of time, man, because I really want to see new stuff, because that Kill Knight looked dope. Yes, it does, Talos. I mean, that Kill Knight, my God, look it up. That shooting, look it up. You got swords, you got guns, you got armor. I mean, what else can you want from a game, man? And the play style is freaking amazing, fast-paced, man. Just go in there, tear things up, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Is a huge player base for us. I think it's the second biggest after the United States.
I know that.
We've been coming over here for many, many years. I mean, it's, I think,
yes.
13.
Killer Instinct 2. Cypher, you just appeared for the favorite part of your show. Elder Scrolls Online. You love Elder Scrolls, don't you, Cypher? I know he does. He loves the online games.
And Europe as a whole is a very, very important, you know, in our hearts and to the success of the game, and we like to come out and thank them in game. But yeah, we got a huge presence in the booth.
Well, don't worry. When something new comes up, I'll put the volume up. No problem. No problem. It's for the teaser who made. It's where the teaser who made Little Nightmares 1 and 2 by Embracer, just to make Reanimal. Look alike, but ain't complaining love. All right, that's awesome. Oh yeah, it looked like kind of like a country playstyle, man, but that was intense. ESO, you know, wait, you're saying that the gas company can kiss your grits? What did ESO do to you? Oh, you mean Elder Scrolls Online? Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about the gas station. ESO. Oh, man. Shout out to the 35 people here on the show. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. And also, please share this out. Let's get more people in here and join our Discord. Our awesome Discord right there, where we sit there and we chat. And also, if you want to play a game, just tell us right there on Discord, and we'll schedule that sucker in.
And we always know when we do have community
events. I don't know that about you, Jacob. That you like Elder Scrolls Online.
Like to come here to meet each other more than even to meet us. Like,
man, sorry, you should have seen Kill Knight, man. You got to see Kill Knight. Oh my God. That game, you will appreciate, man. That's fast-paced shooting, swords, armor, everything all together, man. It's just fast-paced. It has a Diablo-style play like, man. It's just amazing, amazing. You have to watch that.
Do you want to talk a bit about Gold Road and what's there for players to experience with that?
Yeah, Gold Road is the continuation of the story that we started last year with Necron. So it's this
Jacob, nothing like that, Jacob. Keep it PG, Jacob.
And then it's a bit of a nostalgia
oh, sorry about that, guys. I hit pause by accident.
Which was also in Oblivion, test for Oblivion. So yeah, it's just been really cool to be able to do that, and then add new systems as well. We added the scribing system, which allows players to essentially build their own abilities. And really kind of mix and match, you know, those abilities with their builds, and then, you know, just change the colors and whatnot to really match their role play.
Yeah, because that's such an important part for your players. It's not just about being able to get the DPS meter up. It's so much more than that, right?
Yeah, you know, it's like like I joke with Rich.
Volume, okay, here we go. Jacob wants volume.
You know, we have a roguelike game, Infinite Archives inside our game.
Just for a little bit, because, you know, I want to chat a little bit with the chat, you know.
Things you can do in
Talk to
ESO, and
because
in fact,
a lot of people are not
years
into
ago,
this
I think 3 or 4 years ago, we started
yeah.
calling it a virtual world, like a fantasy virtual world, because that's really what it is. It's much more than a game at this point. You can log in and play a card game. Now you can decorate your house and share it with others, and you know,
decorate my house and share it with others.
PvP, and
why do I want to do that?
There's just so much to do in this game that you can really play all week and do different things every day.
You guys were Metaverse before we even were thinking about Metaverse. I mean, you had them beat. Speaking of housing,
oh, turn the volume down. Okay, okay, I see, okay.
With the update 43,
no problem.
console players are going to
there you go.
hands-on with that pretty soon. But give us a brief
I'm playing it, man. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, Silent. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna go see a girl rush cover band. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Talos. Have fun, man. Have fun, man. Have fun. Have fun. Blow off some steam, man. Just enjoy, man. Just enjoy. It's always good, you know, to blow off some steam.
Players can dream up. They can build. They can put chairs on the ceilings.
They can put chairs on the ceilings. Why would you put a chair on the ceiling?
And they do, and they make these really cool creations. And now
we're about to party at Louis' house. Laugh a lot on there. Yes, come party at my house. Make sure you bring a lot of beer, man. Oh, I can't drink beer. I'm gonna die. But bring a lot of alcohol. Hell yeah, that's awesome. And pizza. Pizza and wings, man. We cannot never leave the hot wings out, man. Yum, 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 yum. Hot wings are the best. You know what? I should eat some hot wings. It's been a while since I ate some hot wings. They are so good. I know, man. I'm gonna eat some hot wings today. Let me see if I can order some hot wings. I'm in the mood for hot wings, but I need to get a ranch sauce. As Kylo said, more.
With this update, I think I'm gonna have to try and up my housing chops and make something look good.
Oh, I wish we could advance this. We're beyond Elder Scrolls Online. Let's talk about something else. I can sing like Geddy Lee. I sing though. I sing Talos. I sing pretty songs.
Yeah, so we've added a bunch of new bosses into there.
I have a wonderful voice. And I will always love you. I will always. And then the dog is looking at me weird, like, what are you singing?
Community being at the heart of your game, we know that they can also be vocal too, which is a good thing.
You good?
That's passionate. I like it, and that's the way that we can make great games even greater. So there must be some improvements on the way, some feedback you've had lately that you're looking to include in the game pretty soon.
Yeah, we ship updates to ESO every 12 weeks, and we've been doing that since 2015. So, and every one of those has had a fix.
Silent, what can we do? What can we do? I don't know why they mix it up. They should just do like a whole online thing and let the people who want to watch the online for Elder Scrolls, the Diablo DLCs and stuff like that just by itself. I don't understand why they do that. Oh, I swear by the moon and the stars tonight. I swear. See, I can sing. Yeah. I can sing.
So we got some feedback from the other players in the game, like, why are you doing a housing feature?
I've seen people say housing is endgame. Like, that is the end.
Man, that controller, Jacob, was pretty cool. Hands down, that's a cool controller.
To Matt's point, sometimes they're not big things. Sometimes they're just small things.
Let me refresh this so that way it can go faster. Refreshing this thing. Okay. All right. Just refresh it. Let's go to chat. All right. So this will go slow.
And what oftentimes
the go buzzer, like for what's it called? It's got silent thing, like you smash it. Man.
Awesome. I do want to make sure that I give you guys a shout out for possible.
Oh, we're not complaining, Jacob. I just hope it doesn't last 30 minutes though.
Absolutely incredible. Oh, that was so good. Like we were all watching it. Doing
I know a lot of people like Elder Scrolls Online, but it should be like its own segment, you know, a part.
And I think over the years, you know,
but they gotta promote it. What can we do? Huge demon danger presence.
The We Belong video, it's more about the heart of the game, and that's from what the players experience. That's much more what the game is to them than just going on quests. Because of course we have that, but you're doing it with friends, right? You're doing it
Jacob, deep inside, Silent plays this behind the scenes. Trust me, I've seen him play Elder Scrolls Online.
That's the heart of the game, right there.
It's one of his favorite games. He plays it all the time, 24/7.
Maybe you can tour it, see what you think. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your game.
All right, yes. Let's raise the volume.
Pretty soon. For details on that update, the 10th anniversary plans, and more, make sure that you do tune into the ESO Gamescom live stream, which is kicking off in just over an hour at 6 p.m. CEST, 12 p.m. EDT at twitch.tv/Bethesda. Now for a refreshing change of pace for the hero shooter genre. That pace is fast, by the way. Here now, enjoy the wildly colourful and furious world of Fragpunk.
Of what? Fragpunk?
Yo! Hate rules? Fragpunk's here to spice them up. We're the 5v5 FPS that lets you bend the rules with cards. Cards can literally do anything. They can beef you up. They can change the weather.
Oh, really? How does weather? Oh, okay.
They even interact with each other. So you can blast people up even more. Or find foes when they try to be sneaky. Crush it with massive force. But remember, they've got tricks of their own. If you're down on luck, then you better have a good team with you.
Well, that's the thing, getting a team together. Doesn't look bad though, Sarah, to be honest.
If ever too close to call, then be ready to duke it out one-on-one till the last one stands.
Wait, a guitar gun? Oh, no. There we go.
I like it. I'm a cut if I like it. I like it.
Same commercial as yesterday. Let's dance this. Talos, anything looks better than Conquer. What are you talking about? Oh man, oh man. Let's go, get us games. Second. Oh, what is this? Whoa.
Another prison guard. Good luck, mate. You're gonna need it. There's one escape pod left, but you're not the only geezer bolting after it.
Yo, what is this?
There's a lot of wankers between you and the sweet taste of freedom. Just a bunch of psychos gunning for the same prize. A lot like me. Better luck next time, mate. You might make it farther than the last pig I murked. Even took down some big boys along the way. But the last guard,
they
ain't exactly dead. Looks like one of you guards finally put some big boy pants on. Brilliant. Cause it's just getting started.
It feels like it. Oh shit! Oh, that's a exactly. He said, "Oh shit."
So close. Maybe the next guard will do better.
Oh man.
Well, Redacted looks absolutely amazing. We're super excited to be officially revealing the game today. It's from the minds behind the Callisto Protocol, and it's a frenetic roguelike
Silent, go
with a
see
darkly
Kill
comic
Knight.
twist.
You'll play
Here
that
to
too.
tell us more,
I'm telling
please
you.
welcome the head of Striking Distance Studios, Steve Paputsis, and
Let me
creative
go get some water,
director
chat.
Ben
I'll
Walker.
be
Guys,
right back.
welcome to Germany. How are you?
Thank you so much
We're
for having
getting
us
some
today.
water.
It's great to be
We're
here.
getting some water,
Awesome.
So this isn't the first time that we've actually seen the trailer. We've seen it where it was under the code name Project Birdseye. Can you tell us a little bit about the secrecy and about Redacted now?
Sure. So when we first started thinking about this project, we started prototyping from the controller out. We were really interested in creating fast, responsive controls that worked for melee and shooting and our energy mechanic. And so as we were developing that, we then talked about the types of games we liked, and we found ourselves playing a lot of roguelikes. What we liked about that particular style of game was the replayability and the experimentation that occurs. So you have strategic and tactical choices. So all of those things kind of came together, and as we were prototyping it, we thought, well, let's see what people think of this. So we released that trailer that you mentioned for Project Birdseye, and that was met with positive reception. So we're here today with you, thank you, to announce the official name of the game, which is Redacted.
No, it's amazing to see it, and I know we're going to be going through a load of gameplay as well for viewers to be able to check out. But it looks amazing.
So good. I mean, you guys mentioned it there. It sounds like you had a lot of fun making the game, and certainly it's a wee bit of a departure from the Callisto Protocol and what players might expect from you guys. But as we look at some of the gameplay, can you tell us a bit more about Redacted, and then what can we expect to look forward to?
Sure, absolutely. So again, it's a roguelike style game, and it's focused in a prison. So one of the things that we thought would be really fun was developing the story around what it would be like when a zombie outbreak occurred in a prison. So not only are there workers at the prison, but there's also inmates. So we thought that was an interesting idea, so we started developing along those lines. And we also included some of those key elements of roguelikes that I mentioned, which are the experiments that we have, which are our upgrades, and the various skills and meta currencies that you can use in-game to really change your play styles as you go through the experience.
You mentioned a load of the prisoners. They're called rivals in the game, aren't they? Can you explain to us what rivals are and how that's going to affect the gameplay?
Absolutely. So the idea, again, with the rivals was, hey, you know, there's other people in this prison, so what would they be doing during this outbreak, right? So we thought it would be interesting if there was a race to one escape pod. So not only are you racing against the rivals, but you're also having to deal with them. So they can do things like have room modifier attacks where they can slow you down or impede your progress. But you can also counter back to them, and you can use your own environmental control attacks and try to slow them down and impede their progress. Not only that, but then you can also square off against them in one-on-one fights. So think of them as like bosses as you go through the experience. And so not only do you have the challenge of the various monsters within this game, but you also have to deal with these rivals who are trying to escape.
Yeah, and you can kind of see their progress along the bottom of the screen on the gameplay, can't you?
Yeah.
And like if they're still standing and what's kind of happening to them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Catch up as well. Nice. I mean, going back a little bit, I understand it's a roguelike, and when I think of that, I think permadeath, but maybe, Ben, you could show us how that's going to be quite a core part of the gameplay in Redacted.
Sure. So this is actually the area where you start when you die and you come back. And on the team, we like to say death is the opportunity to come back stronger.
Nice.
And so, you know, we have our punching bag here. As you can see, these are all our terminals where you buy your permanent upgrades. On the right, we have all of our currencies. The top one is the credits, which is only spendable and remain used inside the game.
Yep.
And then we have our contraband here, which is for our permanent skills. So I can purchase one of these and then equip it on the side. So you actually build your own kind of loadout here, and I can actually buy more slots as I progress as well. So we have about 45 of these across 5 pages, so there's really a lot to dig into here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of different combinations for you to use. What other meta currencies have you got on the right hand? Because we can see them on the right-hand side of the screen. What are they, and how do we what do we spend them on?
Yeah, so over here we have the security IDs, which you purchase suits with. And as you can see, we have lots of suits to choose from.
They look so cool. Have you got a favorite one?
This is one of my favorite ones, the pilot suit.
Pilot
so
suit, nice.
I'll purchase it now. And then every suit has an initial buff that it gives you. And then also you can go and increase the upgrades to it as well. And so clearing 30 rooms, I'll get to reload my weapon faster.
Okay, sick.
So there's a lot of progression opportunities as well. So if you find like your own particular playstyle that you really like, you can hone in and focus on that and be like, all right, this is how I want to approach the next round.
Exactly, and your skills and your suit and then your guns all play into how that build works out for you.
So what else do we have? What else do we have here?
So we have 5 melee weapons and 8 ranged weapons, and players can mix and match those any way they like. These are some of my favorites, the dual blasters.
Oh, wow, I agree with you.
Yeah, and then once the player escapes for the first time, they'll be able to unlock the upgrades for the weapons as well. So it keeps going, and you can keep going farther, keep getting stronger.
Yeah, and what else is there in the hub for players to get involved with?
So this is where we can transfer currency and also buy things like the first aid station in between levels, which is very, very important. So here, let me purchase the environment control. So as Steve was talking about, this is how you attack rivals remotely. So you purchase the upgrades here.
Yeah, because we saw this happen a couple times in the gameplay that we saw a little bit earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. And this will slow them down, it'll stop them, it'll do damage. And then once you buy all of them, you get the next tier of it. So you just keep upgrading and upgrading.
Okay, sick. There's on the screen there was something about a combo with the rival
They gave us a
attack.
release, I think that's October 3rd, I think it was.
So when you actually do your rival attack, you select the rival, and then you have to you have a limited time to kind of punch in this code.
Sick.
So there's a little bit of a rhythm to it.
Yeah, rhythm game, love that.
Yep.
Okay, sick. That's so cool.
And then the final two we've got are the redaction map and the performance review center. What are those?
Yeah, so the performance review is a summary of your run. So here you can see what experiments you used, how many meta currency elements that you collected, the schematics and the fabrications. So this is a good way to kind of strategize as you go through, see what you did before and see what you might try to do next time. In addition to that, we have the Watcher log, which actually provides a lot of deep statistics for you. It's fun to kind of min-max and see how you did against the various rivals, which experiments you tend to gravitate towards, and you can see that all here. So it's fun to kind of dig into the statistical element of the game.
It's also where I can see people getting so competitive that's like going like, no, I can get a faster time than you, I can do better with this setup, and see like all that kind of comparison. Like I know like us at the Xbox On team would do that an absolute ton on stream.
How many Stumbaton skills have you got or something?
Yeah, exactly.
And then we've got the redaction map.
Yeah, so this ties into kind of the mystery of our game. So here you're going to find out about the rivals. As you go through the game, you're actually going to find these computer rooms. And when you interact with the computer room, you're going to see these dossiers. And as you go through and unredact the information here, you'll actually be gaining positive buffs for yourself. So you're going to be increasing the damage you do against the enemies. You're going to be creating vulnerabilities for them. And so you'll also be doing all that. And in addition to that, you're going to find out more about the rivals and a little bit of their backstory. So it's a key component to really being able to deal with and handle the rivals.
Oh, that's awesome. What I do know is we've got a lot more gameplay to check out, because it'd be amazing to see all these different like weapons and upgrades in action, so you can talk us through it.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Let's check out some more gameplay. But honestly, one of the things I love so much about games is when there are so many options for you as a player, and that's what Redacted has for you to progress and improve. So Bex, what do you think as well?
I mean, yeah, I'm really enjoying this kind of like secret element to the dossiers and these rivals, and I really like some of these headings that we've got. There's some interesting topics that I'm excited to explore later. Oh, who's this guy?
All right.
Got a little outline here.
Yeah, so this is a mysterious figure that we call Mr. Green.
Mr. Green.
He's a bit of a cleaner, and he's at the prison. We don't know why. Hopefully players are going to find out. But he'll be interacting with you and kind of providing you some insights as you progress through the experience.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but Mr. Green is a shadowy figure.
Okay. Seems like we can trust him right now, but given all of the rivals and all of the other people that you've told us about so far, I'm not too convinced
I don't know
yet.
if you can ever trust the shadowy figure. That to me is just like, especially one in a prison, that just doesn't seem to work. But because there's so many options of how to play the game, can you kind of run us through some of your favorite builds? I think this is us going up against one of your rivals right now, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Like Steve mentioned, we call our upgrade trees experiments.
Yeah.
And so we have a total of 115 of those in the game, split up against across 7 categories. A couple of my favorites are the biotech and mixing that with the electricity or the energy build. Speeds up.
It would have been
rates
fun
of
if it would have
fire,
said Mr.
and
Clean.
then, biotech has a great skill called
Yeah,
Rock,
Silent
which
Cypher in the
enables
background.
enemies to explode on death.
Nice.
So you can see
Silent
we're
Cypher
using
is
it right here on his main fire.
Oh, cool. I love an area of effects. That's always helpful.
Yeah, there's also like constant combination of using melee and ranged attacks, isn't there, throughout the gameplay?
There is, and since you don't get to choose which upgrades you get to pick every time, you'll find yourself exploring and finding new ones that you weren't expecting that turn out to be really fun. And so we've had a lot of people start to play different ways just because they stumbled on a really fun build.
Yeah, it's always going to be one of the funny bits. It's like you're going to go, no, I'm going to go use these guns because this is what I want to use. I love them. And then you'll be like, wait, no, that's like the most powerful melee weapon in the game. I'm just going to go melee build or something like that.
Yep.
I like it. So Ben, yeah, you're much more of a corrosive kind of area of effect and rapid fire build. I like that. That's
Absolutely.
cool. I'd probably go for something like that over like a strength build or like a close combat kind of build or whatever. What do you think you would do?
See, I've always been, right, I was like, keep a distance, like,
Yeah.
I played as, like, yeah, no, I was always like an assault rifle player and like FPSs, I was like, kind of keep a distance, kind of like kite people. But one thing I want to point out here is there is a glowing corpse which you see throughout the game. They pop up in certain locations. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so that's actually your last corpse, exactly where you died on your last run. And he has the exact same build you do. So at the end, once combat's over, you can choose to fight him and get back one of your skills, but at an increased power level. So, but it's always risky, right? Because if you had a really good build before, it might be a hard fight to win. So you got to kind of pick and choose your battles. But it is a way for you to get something back that you had on your last run that you really liked.
Yeah.
No, I can just imagine though. Bex is never going to see the glowing corpse. I know.
That's like the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Oh,
What do you
thanks, Penny. I mean, yeah, the glowing corpse sounds great. I love that element of, it's almost like Soulsy. You get that reward for going back to the same place, and especially in roguelike atmosphere. I love that as well. I mean, we're seeing so many sick-looking visuals here. I can notice some of the symbols from your game's Callisto Protocol and lots of this new art style that we can enjoy as well. Their eyeballs, which is great. But what was your philosophy behind this, and like, I guess kind of moving away from Callisto Protocol too?
Right, so we wanted to create something that was different and lean into things that we really enjoy. So we're big fans of comic books, graphic novels, and we also wanted to have more of an irreverent, fun tone to this game. So we gravitated towards the style and look that you see in the game. It's a little bit more vibrant, colorful, and it allowed us to really experiment and play around with the variety of enemies. I think we have over 34 enemies in the game. So we really wanted to just kind of go all out with the colors and everything. So that really worked well for us, and we think it definitely looks different than the previous game. And the other thing that we really liked about this particular game this time was we partnered with a group called Mutato Musica. Okay. And we wanted to create our own unique music for the game. So we came up with this idea for future punk. Okay. So the soundtrack is kind of got this arcadey punk kind of vibe going on. And we really enjoy it, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, no, Future Punk is definitely something I think I could get into as well, and I love the art style. But Ben and Steve, like, big thank you for joining as well. But if you've got any last words for everyone watching about Redacted?
Well, we hope everyone enjoys playing it as much as we enjoyed making it. The team had a great time doing that.
Yeah, and I'd like to say thank you very much for allowing us to reveal the game name today with you. And I want to thank the team at Striking Distance for all the wonderful work they did for this project. Thank you.
Heck yeah. I mean, yeah, thank you for letting us be included in this honor as well. We'll definitely be watching out for more Redacted. I cannot wait to get my hands on it when it comes out on October 31st. Very scary. Pre-orders are open right now. So coming up, we've got a sim that is unlike any other sim we've seen before. But first, fans of the first Descendant have been not so patiently waiting for more on Season 1. Well, guys, the wait is over. Let's have a look.
Let's go, first Descendant!
We managed to fend off our enemy's large-scale attack, but the war is far from over. The Colossus still threatens us, and our enemies are plotting new strategies. Can Ingress ever find true peace? Has Corel really given up on the war? After Corel's fleet disappeared, the Vulgus began moving from deep within the dungeon to raid the Ancestors' facilities in Ingress and reclaim the outpost. Detecting this, Ingress immediately dispatched a scout. That scout's name is Haley. Haley, who rose from a supply soldier in the guerrilla unit to a legendary sniper, is now a newcomer in the Descendant Corps. Ruthlessly eliminating enemies with her anti-material sniper rifle, she dominates battles with her ability to drop her body temperature and emit cold air when her emotions run high. When shooting from a distance, her weapon's critical hit multiplier increases, making her an excellent fit for sniper rifles. She possesses sub-zero bullets that fire multiple shots in an instant, and a storm snare that pushes back and rapidly cools down enemies in front. Above all, Haley's specialty is switching to her anti-material sniper rifle and firing a single, incredibly powerful shot, stronger than any other attack.
Lenny, what would I rate it? Oh, that's a good question.
In Season 1, the Vulgus launches a new strategy, the Invasion. Invasions occur randomly in 2 dungeons of the hard difficulty infiltration
I want to see how
operations.
this one ends.
Players can choose to enter between the existing operations or the invasions. Invasion
Day
dungeons
1, I
are
gave it a
only
90
available
because
for
they
solo
showed the
play,
accessibility
testing
controller
the strength
and
of the Descendants.
they showed Stalker 2,
Three Vulgus
which was
legions
awesome.
will block the Descendants with different defense mechanisms. The quantum field creates an immortal state, impervious to physical attacks. The Resonance Shatterers cause massive explosions with the energies of RK and the Iron Heart. The Keeper Tile encryption device maintains a powerful security system. Invasion dungeons present new mechanics that disrupt the Descendants' operations. Solve these enemies' mechanisms and swiftly eliminate them. Invasion dungeons are designed for speed runs, and the faster you clear them, the greater the rewards that await. After coming in contact with the Iron Heart, Descendants experience an RK resonance phenomenon. This resonance grants the Descendants new powers. It's the season growth inversion reinforcement. Inversion reinforcement is a new growth system that resets at the start of each season. It includes 5 types: hunting, attributes, recovery, survival, and seasons. Through the inversion reinforcement, Descendants gain beneficial effects for progressing through seasonal content, and can also obtain effects that compensate for their weakness. Each season, we plan to tailor and replace the inversion reinforcement effects, providing effects that perfectly fit the seasonal content.
Waiting for the first Descendant thing to end.
In addition to a new Descendant, a new Ultimate Descendant will be introduced in Season 1. Ultimate Freyna, who has evolved RK's toxicity into a more powerful weapon, will make her debut. In Season 1, you can discover Freyna's exclusive story and uncover the tale behind the name of her skill, Room Zero Trauma. Excava is an assault rifle with powerful versatility. It can be obtained through the Battle Pass and is also available as a free reward. Excava charges voltage when attacking enemies and has a unique effect of firing the charged voltage as an energy grenade. It is a versatile weapon that combines the inherent versatility of an assault rifle with a powerful shot. Frost Watcher is a scout rifle that can be farmed through the Season 1 content. When hitting enemies from long range, it reduces chill resistance and enhances the damage of one's chill skills, making it a perfect fit for Viessa and Haley. If you've prepared a new Descendant, ultimate weapon, and inversion growth, it is now time to face the most powerful Colossus, Deathstalker. Deathstalker lurks in the darkness of the void, targeting the life of Descendants. It is stronger than any Colossus encountered so far. To protect Albion from the threat of Deathstalker, we must once again venture into the void, unravel the mysteries within the darkness, and intercept Deathstalker. The first Descendants first season begins on August 29th with Haley, a new Descendant, Ultimate Freyna, and the new Ultimate Weapons. New episodes, dungeon content, and void intercept battles await you in Albion, Descendants. The first Descendant, Season 1 Invasion. Play for free.
It's a crazy, crazy game. But no matter what you do to make your dreams come true, the choice is up to you. 'Cause everything leads to love.
This is my scooter, Il Ragazzo Pazzo.
You know the gentleman goes around cleaning the house with his vacuum hose.
Name's Hoove. My friends just call me Hoove, though.
Besides, we both know you're cheating on me, so it's only fair. I wish I was cheating on you.
What the hell am I watching?
But no matter how you play,
I don't know. This is why I'm looking at this.
Cause everything leads to
Oh, that's solid. I don't know. What?
As developers of the relationship testing epic that is the Overcooked series, if you know, you know, it seems fitting that they would take on a dating series in a rather unusual way. Here to tell us more about the quirky home furnishing dating fever dream, this is Date Everything from Sassy Chap Games. Please join me in welcoming co-creative lead and executive producer Robbie Draymond, writer, producer Amanda Hubbard, and lead writer and designer Ray Chase, all the way over there. Hi, Ray. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. How are you all doing? Are you having a great Gamescom?
Really, the best Gamescom. And, you know, just so you and everybody at home knows, I know my name said Amanda, but I'm actually Tiago today. I'm sporting our lead programmer's jacket because someone stole my jacket out of my mailbox. So if you're watching this, if you could please bring my jacket back to me, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So all good, maybe aside from Tiago and the missing jumper.
Poor Tiago.
There we go.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
I confuse people in the intro of what exactly I was talking about with the game. So for those who don't know the premise of Date Everything, tell us more. What exactly does that mean?
Sure, this is an absolutely bizarre game that has never been made before. You start out as a first-person shooter, as it were. You get a job as a customer service agent doing some remote work. You are immediately on your first day replaced by AI, but there's nothing to fear because your entire existence will be changed when a mysterious package comes to your front door, which holds these glasses called the Date Viators, which allow you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence or date everything in front of you.
Because that's the first thing I would want to do if I put special glasses on. Is like, who do I want to date?
Exactly. It's very intuitive.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like you've made the game of my dreams. What about any other things to add, or has Ray basically just nailed that?
No, Ray's our lead designer, hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, sure,
It's perfect. Yeah.
But the idea just came from a random day when Robbie and I were joking around.
Well, I love the idea is a joke at the beginning, but underneath there's so much more. And yeah, we just pitched it out during a voiceover session we're doing together, and then a couple days later, Ray came to me and says, I think I want to make this a thing.
There's something here.
And the next thing we knew, we were filling out contracts to start a video game company, and here we are 6 years later. It's wild.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we can't talk about a dating simulator without asking what we're dating. You see where I'm going here. So tell me a little bit more about who it is we're going to be interacting with.
And watch it be like a good game, because we're making fun of this, but watch it be a good game.
It's literally...
Finish the segment. That's the game.
Thanks so much, everybody. Really appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
We put the trailer out in the world a couple of weeks ago, and one of the most fun parts is like going to the comments and seeing like the people guessing who is going to be out there, and almost always a go.
People guessing.
You can date. It's the name of the game. Yeah, but I think we all have our favorites too. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, do you want to talk about your favorites now?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you have anyone in mind?
Oh, so many. Too many.
I got out of the bag on Twitter a couple of weeks ago when we got to reveal Ben Starr as Dorian the Door. Massive fan of his work, and what an interesting character. This is a character. In this game, you can get love endings friend endings or hate endings with every one of the characters, and Dorian stands up for those who are looking to just be friends. For that playthrough that's a middle of the road, not really looking to date everyone, and he's an absolute champion of friendship more than anything.
We should say that for the people that don't know, because it's not directly revealed in the announcement, is that every character has 3 different relationship statuses that you can get an ending with.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is date everything, but you can also befriend everything, and you might just hate them too.
Hate everything is my kind of game.
Maybe there's a way to play it as hate everything. We'd be remiss if we didn't do it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I was going to say Tiago then, but that's...
Yeah. Tiago, if you could jump up here. I'd have to go with, I think...
You're going to try it? Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious character, and probably one of my favorite sessions that we did. It's so funny. You can't go through Von Trapp's story without laughing, crying, sobbing. It's so good.
We had an amazing writing team of about 30 individuals, and they all put their unique perspective on it. And then the voice actors came in
and added another layer, right?
And when you're talking about a character like Von Trapp, which is Dana Snyder, who you might know from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Master Shake, a ton of other comedic stuff, he just kind of went wild. And Tiago, our poor programmer, had to deal with all the changes.
The real Tiago.
Okay, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
and it is such it's a great character. My favorite is kind of our mascot, Skylar Specs. She plays the actual Dateviators themselves, and though they're a mechanics character that sort of show you how to play the game.
Can you imagine, Richie? Can you imagine? If it's on Game Pass, I'm trying this.
So fun.
The writing is so
but buying it?
Oh, the writing.
I don't know.
That has been the nature of our friendship for the
Simon,
last 10
let's try this. Simon, we gotta play this. Also, Infinite Nikki and Flotopia.
Nerd icon.
This is gonna be me and Simon's games this year.
Play Skylar, and she brought this whole new level of charm to it. So yeah, we've all got our favorites, but I think those are our top 3.
I love it.
We might change this. Someone asks us next week.
Don't worry about it. Every single day, I feel like every playthrough you'd find a new reason to love someone else.
They're all children. I can't actually pick.
There you go. I'm sorry I made you do so.
I went in
want
there.
to stay on the topic of voice actors though, because obviously yourself, you've done quite a lot of work here at the table. So what's it like moving from performance to development on a title and being behind the scenes a little bit?
It would have been cool. They would have contacted
absolutely. We were unprepared for this game,
right? Simon, you would have done the voiceover on this game, right?
One of those things that looks like so much fun on the outside, and yes, obviously we've had a blast, but way more spreadsheets than you ever thought possible. But we've all learned a ton of lessons. We've all upped the amount of hats that we wear making this game, and it's something that's absolutely the high point of my life. I'm so proud of our team and where this game has come from the original inception to actually being able to make 100 characters that all are different, that all have different playthroughs and styles, that you can really play this game for a really long time. I can't believe that we actually achieved that.
Yeah, as actors, we're in a really unique position because what we do is very forward-facing, but it's very low man on the totem pole when it comes to actually being the creative force driving whatever you're making. So for us to come together and be able to make something of our own and then put it out into the world, not only is one of the most rewarding experiences, it's also terrifying. But that part of it was over. We gave the world the conceit, the idea, and from what we can tell, they said yes. So we're so excited for everybody out there, you all, to play it. It's the best.
Do you think it's maybe change your perspective the next time you go to voice something that's someone else's game of like, I suddenly understand everything that went into this one, actually?
It already has. I think the very first session that I got into post being like halfway through production in this, my outlook on the entire script was completely different. And if I do say so myself, I think the session went even more smoothly.
I'm going to be more judgy now.
I learned also how hard it is to schedule actors, and so I will make myself more available to everyone.
Actually, I want to mention the actors a little bit because we've already heard a couple. Felicia and Ben, I'm on first name basis here, clearly. There's a humongous roster. Are you just going into little black books and just messages like, hey, do you want to just come do a voice? Like, what was that process like?
For us, diversity has been a key part of this, not just in the stories that we're told in the appearance of the and the background of our characters, but also in in like the level and the background of our actors too. We have a lot of AAA names, household names that everybody knows. We have a lot of up-and-comers that we really like and wanted to give them a broader stage. We have non-traditional actors who are coming in and doing roles. We got to run the gamut on our casting.
We have film and television actors. We've got video game staples. We've got people who did we've got Broadway actors who did one of my good buddies did his first ever video game ever.
I bet that's a fantastic performance as well for Broadway.
He might sing a little bit.
That'd be a big one.
Yes.
But there was a lot of texting. It was literally like, hey, would you come be a chair?
Are you free on Thursday?
But the funny part is word got around. We recorded for about 5 months, about 180 sessions or so. There's 70,000 fully voiced lines in this game, 1.2 million words. It's a monster. Wow. But word started to get around that the sessions were fun. And then it went from less of a, will you please be a chair, to be like, can I be a lamp?
I'll be a carpet, just let me in.
A coffin? I thought you said a coffin.
No,
that's the mortuary DLC.
Kabuki DLC.
Halloween update.
Is Plume in here?
More, anyway. Yeah, wonderful. Right, we're going to go down the bench here.
Please, Plume. Oh, Plume's not in here. Yes, I think
it's worth mentioning that you're going to write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. Like, you're in it. You're all over it.
Just so you know, this is an Xbox exclusive then, right? Because we have not revealed who we play in the game.
Oh my God, this game.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah,
what's funny is this game's being shown, and Chad just started to just talk and talk.
The Hanks are
Brittany,
all
why
of
do
the
you gotta,
hangers
Brittany,
in your
if we're having
closet.
fun, you gotta
And
get
they're
weird like that,
just
Brittany.
5 adventure sports loving dudes, but they're all me
Oh
just
Lord,
doing a
Brittany, this is your game, Brittany. This is the perfect game for you.
So if
Right
you
away.
love me, you're gonna love this. If you hate me, it's gonna be painful. But I love the Hanks. They are just.
Oh, check it out. Stop her out.
Of course.
Can I get a live or no?
Oh no! I don't have an Australian accent.
Stunning.
But they're the Hanks are. We had one of somebody play through it
What
today,
the
and they had
hell
such a
is
blast. I love them. I hope you guys love them too. Yeah.
Yo, baby.
Who are you?
Me, I play Rebel, the rubber ducky.
Oh.
Rebel is very edgy, has a bad attitude, doesn't want to hang out with anybody, really don't understand why you keep talking to me, but secretly
Rebel the rubber
might
ducky.
have a little bit more heart than that. Maybe, probably
Rebel
not,
the
but
rubber
You
ducky.
can't reveal that.
You got to work to get there, though, for sure.
You really have to
100%.
put in some effort.
So seriously, you have a rubber
Rebel is
ducky
winning
in
the
the
fan
game.
art contest, right? Yeah. It's
apparently
a popular character design.
there has been already dozens of
Popular,
images of
so-
Rebel populating the internet in the best, most fantastic way. I was not expecting that. I'm so glad people love them.
All right, illustrious leader, who do you play?
I play one of my favorite characters. I wrote his theme song. I got to voice him. I wrote all the things he said. He is the Scandelabra, one of the first characters that we came up with in this. He's like an 18th century courtier.
Look at him.
And while everybody else loves the fact that you're going around and being very polyamorous and doing it, for him it's all scandal. And he keeps track of all the love endings that you have and berates you for it. But in the end, maybe he loves it on the inside.
I have to ask, actually, specifically on that, with the names being pun-based,
Oh
as a
boy,
Brit,
Mitch
I
is
adore
so
that. What
good.
comes first? Do you come up with a Scandelabra or a scandal, and then you try to fit
Great
that into an
We've had this
object?
question before.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Some are non-negotiable.
Can you
Every
imagine?
house
They
has
mentioned,
a
like,
table or
waterproof toilet.
chair. That we knew.
Fair, yeah.
And then sometimes the pun comes along with the casting too. So our friend Jeremy Lee, who's one of the best voice actresses ever, we're like, well, we have to make her the chair, right? And call him Jeremy. So sometimes it's a different formula, but
It's unpredictable, yeah. Sometimes the name comes first and the concept comes with it. Sometimes we have something where we're like, well, we have a floor. What do we do with this character? And we start to work on it. What might it be? All these characters were developed at different times. Some faster than others. Some had different rewrites and stuff. But we didn't want them all to just be rhyming name, even though it might seem like,
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I love it. I do want to come back a little bit, Amanda, to your character, because in the B-roll that we got playing here, there's something that pops up I really want to talk about, which is this content aware that Skylar talks about. I love it as a feature, but I want you to tell me why everyone else should fall in love with it.
yeah, our game in general isn't overly salacious, nor is
man, where's
it
Maurice
anything
at?
negative in that way. It's
I know Maurice
bawdy,
watching this.
it's fun, it's
Maurice.
flirty, but mostly it's wholesome and a
think he
really
left.
good time. we do have characters that we wrote. There's 100 different ones, and it's not all jokes and funny stuff.
Of course.
We really
Yes,
like to
they
dip
did,
into
to be
some
honest.
serious stuff. I mean,
That's
the idea
the
of the
weird
concept,
part.
right? And then we deliver something more
What are we
earnest.
watching?
And some of the characters Ray figured out we have to talk about.
We had a unique opportunity here because it's a sandbox.
Yeah,
You can
to be
dip them in
honest,
any
it
order.
is.
So it meant that like
Weird.
some of our characters, Rebel, for example, who is quite vulgar, let's just say. Skylar says, I've never seen my content aware go off like this. But you have the opportunity to have this content aware feature on, and anything that might be triggering, Skylar is able to like call you out, say what it is this something you're comfortable with? And if not, there's no judgment from us as developers. You can skip that character at absolutely no expense to your playthrough. You still get any ending that you want with them, and you can take out that triggering content. And if you're open for everything, you can turn off content aware right at the beginning, and it never comes up.
Yeah, it's a really a small percentage
This is
of
the
when that
future of
content aware
gaming.
pops up.
Yep.
But if you see it the
This is where
first
we're
time
headed,
and you
guys.
don't want to deal with it,
Date
gone
everything.
forever, and then you
Yeah.
can turn it back on whenever you'd like. So,
Exactly, yeah.
Amazing. Wonderful. Thank you so much for telling us about that. I love it.
Thanks for asking. Yeah.
You're so welcome.
We want people to have the best possible experience with this. And we always say this is a game, even though it's a dating sim, it's never a game that you would be embarrassed to have someone walk in on you playing.
Yes.
You know?
While you're chupsing up the candelabra.
Yeah,
over there.
exactly. Yeah.
You're like, oh God, don't look.
Yeah, of course.
So with it being a dating simulator, and you said there's 100 characters in there, are there any pre-existing relationships in the house?
Lord.
Are the players going to meet other complications along the way?
Ooh, yeah, quite a bit. I mean, all of these characters, when the game starts, they have a rich pre-existing life that the player then kind of gets to pull apart and unfold. Some of them interact a little bit more, some are maybe a little bit more siloed, but that's all stuff that the player gets to discover as they go through.
Yeah, I mean, we have two characters that debuted in the trailer, Harper and Dirk, and when you first encounter them, they're kind of intertwined. They're mixed up, and I won't say how to give away too much, but they're mixed up in not the world's. They have a
it's
content
got
aware
cussing.
warning because
Okay.
their relationship could be viewed as toxic to some, and you have a choice. You can do whatever you want. You can get them back together. You can break them apart, depending on what you think is best. You can become friends. You can romance them separately together. You can get them to hate you, and it's all whatever you feel as a player is the right pathway for you. It's been the best part of Gamescom is watching people play
the hell is this?
and getting to see how they react. And we had some people go, "Oh no, what does this say about me?" And we went, "Oh yes, what does this say about you?" That's the point. Yeah. So yeah, it's the idea.
Yeah, wonderful. And I think we'd also be remiss not to mention it's set in a house. There's loads of rooms. The environment itself is a little bit of a character.
Oh no, we're getting
so
Indiana Jones
I wonder
tomorrow, buddy.
if there's anything you can
There's
share
gonna be
about
Indie
the
Talks
system in the
tomorrow.
game or the locations.
Yeah, well, we have secrets in the game.
Oh, absolutely. We
Do you
have.
want to tell me them all now?
We absolutely. All right, number 78 is.
No secrets. No.
We have lots of. We have a house that you're walking in, and there's obviously a design challenge. How do you make this house interesting? The house changes based on what relationships you have with everybody, and there's little secret characters here and there that you might walk past 100 times, then realize through this system that we were talking about backstage, rumors, which is a way spelled ROOMERS. Had to get another pun in there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But Maggie the Magnifying Glass helps you discover some of these
Maggie
clues
the
to find these
Magnifying
more
Glass.
secret characters.
Yeah, and they all exist in different states. Some obviously what you would think the kitchen characters are more connected than others, but you got the secret areas. But we also wanted this is our story delivery system, this house, and we don't want to get too far into it, but it changes and adapts depending on how you play the game. So what you do in the stories will affect the environment. But you're right. We want it to feel homey. We want it to feel cozy. Shout out to my dad, who's a home designer who actually.
I was going to say, where is this going?
I know. I know. Shout out to my dad who designed the home based off a classic like mid-century house, so it feels like a real house that you live in as your player. And but how you start your life, it's up to you.
Totally up to you. Love it. Well, it's also described a little bit more of like a sandbox type game where, as you've said before, Ray, that you can date anyone, anytime, in any order. So I assume there'll be some surprises along the way for the player. I know you're not going to tell me all the secrets, but is there anything you can tease for everyone at home?
3 to 4 people buying
I'll
it.
say that's something that we haven't shown off much at this, but there is an overarching story, a critical path that populates based on your progress and has a lot of different endings too. It's not just you date a character, the game ends. We really want you to go through and at least talk to everybody, get an ending with everybody, and get to see the full story of the Date Theaters unfold.
Interesting. Well, I cannot thank you enough for stopping by. I'm going to say it out loud, and I'm going to get hated for it, but this is my highlight of the show. Like, truly.
Oh my God! Look at the
It's been
fridge.
a joy talking to you all. I hope you have a phenomenal Gamescom. I'm going to come down and play it myself after this and see who I can start dating, and I'll let you know who my favorites are. But one thing is for sure, I will never be looking at a fridge the same way again. Coming up, we're going to take to the skies with the latest map and join new planes to join Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yes!
Then it's
Let's
back
go!
with the latest updates
Finally.
coming to Fallout 76. But now it's time to don the role of Kazan as he survives exile, waves of Imperial forces, and relearns the forgotten skills of battle that once helped him save an empire. Check out this deep dive into the first Berserker, Kazan.
Let's go deep dive first Berserker. Now that one I'm interested. I want to hear about Kazan. Oh, dude, what is? Oh.
General Kazan, who once saved the Empire from the Dragonkin, survives against all odds while being exiled under the false accusation of treason. He embarks on an adventure to uncover the truth behind his downfall and seek revenge against his enemies. Kazan's battles emphasizes hardcore action, while they feature various combat mechanics. The core principle is see and respond. We put significant effort into creating precise and vivid combat experiences based on this concept. Essentially, we designed the game so that the players can observe and decide their actions, providing clear feedback for each decision. Combat moments are primarily divided into two phases: the monster's attack turn and Kazan's attack turn. We aim to make every moment enjoyable. To achieve this, we included various ways to respond to monster attacks. Players can exploit openings to attack or choose to defend or evade when necessary. Techniques like Just Guard and Just Evade, which requires precise timing, are also available. There is no single correct answer. Players can experiment with multiple methods. Your unique combat style will develop based on your choices, ensuring that this process effectively leads to defeating your enemies. Preemptive strikes are a key strategy for tackling powerful enemies with ease. When initiating a battle with a brutal attack from behind, Kazan can gain numerous attack opportunities, limited only by his stamina. Both Kazan and his enemies have stamina, and once depleted, they become exhausted until it recovers. In this state, significant damage can be inflicted not only on Kazan, but also on his enemies. Therefore, managing stamina is crucial. Good management can create advantageous situations, while poor management can lead to serious danger. In battles against strong enemies, including boss fights, using stamina strategically is particularly crucial. Inducing stamina consumption or successfully landing high stamina damage attacks to cause exhaustion is key. Once in an exhausted state, dealing maximum damage through various methods become the core strategy for overcoming bosses. Additionally, targeting and destroying weak points can inflict significant damage and provide extra attack opportunities. Kazan is a skilled warrior who can proficiently wield various weapons, allowing you to experience different combat styles that maximizes each weapon's advantages.
Fuck yeah, that's wicked. That's wicked.
Currently, Kazan is equipped with a spear. Although its attack power is somewhat lower, it features long reach, wide range, and impressive combo attacks, making it particularly advantageous in stamina-based combat. This weapon excels at efficiently draining the enemy's stamina and delivering additional damage to exhausted enemies through various methods and combos.
Yo, that's some wicked attacks, man.
The Great Sword is another weapon Kazan can wield.
Hey, that's the
It offers
that's
the
the
option
Dragon
to
Slayer.
charge most actions, favoring slow but exhilarating and powerful strikes.
That's the
This
Dragon
weapon
Slayer from
excels
Berserk.
in
Look at
solid
that.
guarding and
Shit.
counterattacks, enabling a satisfying playstyle that can crush enemies before even engaging in stamina battles.
Ooh.
Kazan is an action game that focuses on the fun of character development. As you progress, you'll acquire items and skills, evolving your combat from careful and strategic to powerful and exhilarating. Kazan's journey of revenge is about to begin. Don't miss out on the chance to experience the hardcore action of the first Berserker, Kazan, in the technical closed beta test, starting on October 11th.
Yo, that's cool.
Xbox players can join through the Insider program.
Let's go, Kazan! All right. Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy
Hey York, it's great to see you. I'm gutted that I'm not seeing you in person, but I hear.
All right, real quick, let me read John TJ's awesome,
like
beautiful $10 super chat. It says, Louis, check your WhatsApp. They should only do 2 minutes of talking and 3 minutes of gameplay to keep the show going. Way too much for Star Wars and World of Warcraft. I agree with you, man. That's a lot of talking. But at the end of the day, though, it's a lot of explaining. But for World of Warcraft, it was way too long. I was actually expecting them to announce it to come to Xbox. And
the launch of
with Star Wars, it was good. I mean, I had fun. The only thing about Star Wars was them like giving the blush and everything, which it was okay part of the show
have
segment.
to stay home and work on the new set.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
What can we do, man? What can we do?
Said, it's only 13 weeks.
But you're right, though. It's just
I
more
think,
gameplay.
I think it's awesome.
So now let's focus on Flight Simulator.
Or MSFS24, as we now call it. It is the biggest undertaking ever in flight simulation. It's the biggest fleet, the most airports, the most sophisticated flight model, the best physics we've ever done. The digital twin is taking leaps forward this time. We added seasons, worldwide ship traffic, worldwide oil rigs, heliports, glider airports, animals. It's massive. And in MSFS24, it's the first time that you can exit the aircraft and walk around. So we added tons of detail everywhere on Earth. So it's just huge.
To be honest, I'm happy
and
what
on
they
top
showed.
of that, we've added an all-new career system where you can pick from dozens of authentic aviation activities in a career, and that adds a completely new dimension to the sim.
That's cool.
And so you can be like a firefighter, or a firefighter pilot, or a cargo pilot, or a crop duster pilot, or just a passenger airliner pilot. And on top of that, we added short burst activities like low altitude challenges, landing challenges. Just if you have a little bit of time, you can have fun in flight sim.
That is an insane amount of content. I also love the landing challenges. I once somehow managed to get 1 point on them, but you know the Xbox One team all laugh at me for it. But they are so much fun to do. But you may not be in Cologne in person this year, but I know you are very keen to share some goodies with the community. Can you tell us what?
Yeah, it's actually one of my greatest joys every year to come to Cologne and to bring something to the community that has local relevance. So I don't know if you remember last year we did EVDK, which is the Cologne-Bonn airport, and we launched it alongside some European cities and a German plane called the DoX, big flying boat. The year before we had City Update 1, where we actually had scanned the city of Cologne and Bonn and Düsseldorf and Dortmund and Hanover, so really local cities. And we had launched the Junkers F-13, the first all-metal airliner in the world. And this year, we went all in. So I'm happy to announce we're launching World Update 18, which is the DACH region, so Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And we have assembled a huge amount of data for this. So we are launching all new aerials. So these are basically the satellite and aerial imagery that we use for textures of the landscape. And we're actually using the ones that we're going to launch in the next simulator in November. But we wanted to give a preview to the community. And then we have all new digital elevation maps. They're called DEM. And on the top of that, we have photogrammetry cities. So these are the 3D cities that are shown in Flight Simulator. And we have Frankfurt am Main, so Hanau. And then we have Berlin, Potsdam, and Karo, so sort of northeast. And then in Austria, we have Linz, Vienna, and Salzburg. And in Switzerland, we have Bern and Zurich. And on top of that, we have 116, which we call POIs, or places of interest, or points of interest, so famous places. And we made 9 more new missions that showcase sort of the environment in the region. It's one of the biggest updates we've ever done, and I can't wait to share it with the community.
And we've got a trailer, don't we, for everyone to check out? All right, let's take a look.
All right, here we go. Captured in real-time 4K, nice. Oh. Yo, that's nice. Jacob, no worries, man. Let him talk, Jacob. Let him talk. It's fun, Jacob. Let him talk. We're having a good time. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Wow. I want to find the mountains, man. Switzerland. That was beautiful. Oh my God. Look at that. Let's go! Go flight!
That actually looked stunning. There's so many amazing places to check out. But I know your team does an incredible job with these world updates, and I hear this one hit close to home for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm so proud that we can basically bring regions of the planets to life with these world updates. And this particular one, I don't know if you know this, but I was actually born in Frankfurt, and I, as a little kid, grew up in Heinstadt, which is near the area, and then my mom comes from Darmstadt. My brother lives in Buchschlag. So when we got the new data, I immediately went into the game and into the sim and looked at it, and I found the house I grew up in, the kindergarten I went to. I was like, and then here's the house my mom grew up in. My brother lives over there. So it's super cool, and it's amazing always when I see how accurate everything is.
Yeah, and I can imagine when you can go walk around as well with the new update. It's like you really get into that like nitty-bitty detail.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I mean it never ceases to amaze me. We call that the digital twin. The whole goal is that we have a real one-on-one representation of the entire Earth. And you know, the world, I always say the world is full of sensors. So there's sensors and satellites and aircraft, your phones, your cars. And we get all this data and we can feed that back into the sim. So it's getting better and better over time, which is just so cool.
Yeah, and now that we've seen the world update, can we expect a new aircraft to go with it?
Always, you know, we call those local legends. So when we do a world update, we try to basically highlight important things in the history of aviation relative to that region. So for Germany, we did a few already. We did 2 Junkers and 2 Dorniers. And today, I'm very proud to announce a very special plane from Bremen called the Focke-Wulf 200 Condor. And it was first flown in 1937, and at the time, it was the most sophisticated airliner in the world. And we have a trailer.
Oh, I want to see this. I want to see this. yeah, Fuckerworth. Okay, I caught it right. Fuckerworth. Oh, man, look at these graphics. Yo. Exactly. Yo. Wow. On your 57 gigabytes. Man, I gotta get my joysticks, man. I want to get the joystick.
That was actually amazing. I have never seen that plane before in my entire life, but can you unpack its significance for it being included in Microsoft Flight Sim?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's not at all surprising because the plane, you know, it came out in 1937 and it was a civilian plane. It made a famous flight from Berlin to New York. That was the goal, to have passengers in one go fly over the Atlantic. At the time, typically people flew in seaplanes and they had to take several stops. So this was the first one. And the reason why it could do that is it was very light for its size. It was only 17 tons and it had they had 4 great engines, lots of tanks, and it flew much higher than everybody else did. So typically planes at the time flew 1,500 meters altitude. This one flew 3,000. So you could go, the air is thinner, less resistant, so you can go much further. So it was a major step forward. However, you know, obviously the war came and then the plane unfortunately just disappeared from the skies. But there's a really interesting story. In 1988, they actually found a wreckage. The plane was considered lost. They found a wreckage near Trondheim in Norway. They raised it, took 11 years till 1999. And it was not in good shape, let's put it this way. And then there was a group of volunteers, they call themselves the Condorians, that basically rebuilt the entire plane from scratch, basically, based on the pieces they found. And that was completed in 2021. And that plane is now visitable. You can see it in a museum in Berlin. And I had followed that story. I called the museum. They allowed us to do a scan. And then we typically try to give something back, right, when we do these collaborations with museums. So I asked them, is there anything we can do to help you guys? And they said, hey, Jörg, you know, there is a Swiss collector who spent his entire life collecting all the instruments for the Condor, and he had sort of built in his house a dashboard of the Condor. But the man was at a point in his life where he wanted to part with his collection. So Microsoft actually bought the collection from the collector, gave it to the museum in Berlin, and they integrated it into the Condor. So, you know, we call it digital preservation, what we do in Flight Sim, right? And when we can connect that to the real world, where people do the real world preservation of planes, it's just one of the most awesome things, really, for us.
No, it's amazing that people are going to get to play that in game as well, and it really is art imitating life. But thank you so much for joining us. I know you're really busy, kind of getting the last bits for the update together, but you've got one cool announcement for everyone, don't you?
Yes. So World Update 18, the one we just talked about, is available right now. So the sky is calling. Go check it out in Microsoft Flight Simulator and download it today. And just in case you didn't know, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is releasing on November 19th.
And that's also going to be available on Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass for PC, so everyone get their hands on it. But Jörg, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you here next year in Cologne.
I will be there next year. Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
Thanks for talking to us.
Number 19, let's go. Here we go. Little Nightmares.
Hi, I'm Coralie Fegnino, producer of Descendant. We are very excited to have the game playable at Gamescom this year, but for all of you that can't be here, we wanted to give you a sneak peek at our demo, as well as some exclusive footage. Descendant tells the story of Flo and Alone, two friends trapped within the spiral, a cluster of disturbing places. They will have to work together to survive in this dangerous world full of delusions and escape the nowhere. While Little Atmosphere is still playable in solo with an AI, you'll also be able to play with a friend in online co-op and face your childhood fears together. Welcome to the Necropolis. Here for this walkthrough, we have our two characters, Lo with the Raven mask and the blue cape, and Alone with the green jumpsuit and the red pigtails.
Really? Did not know that.
Each character is equipped with their own iconic item. Alone has a wrench that will have a variety of usages, like for example, activating mechanisms, Lo's iconic item is a bow. It can be used to solve puzzles and make new paths when the road seems blocked. To survive in this dangerous world, teamwork would be essential, as Lo and Alone will have to work together to keep moving forward. During the game, our two friends will find new items to help them progress.
This looks fun.
Necropolis is a peculiar place. Raised from the desert sands and powered by gusting winds, it has been described as a city of eternal energy and certain death. It is a weird place that used to be inhabited by the dwellers. As you can see, the ancient metropolis is now more of a ghost town, and it is unclear what happened to its inhabitants. Is Monster Baby, one of the new residents of Little Atmosphere. She might have something to do with what happened to Necropolis and the people that used to live here. It seems that crows are not the only living inhabitants left. And to defend themselves against this threat, Lo and Alone have to work together and find new uses for the items. Well, night has fallen on Necropolis. It's the first time ever that we show this part of the game. As you can see, the mood in the real city has changed quite a bit. Monster Baby doesn't sleep through the night. Not sure we want to become one of her toys. We should probably avoid her gaze and play hide and seek behind the blocks. it should be safe here. That's it for now. Thank you all for watching this gameplay walkthrough. We can't wait to show you more about the game. Descendant Must Free will be available in 2025 on Xbox Series, Xbox One, and Windows PC. Wishlist the game now to make sure you don't miss any news.
Well, that was a spooky new look at Little Nightmares 3, which is coming to Xbox in 2025. So now it's time to go to the vault with Skyline Valley out now and the Milepost Zero update launching very soon. Our next guest has plenty to chat about. Here to give us more on the latest from Fallout 76, please welcome Milepost Zero Creative Director John Rush. John,
awesome.
Thank you so much for joining me. How are you today?
Oh, great. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Heck
I'm
yeah,
learning now this right here because what the heck?
So first up, a huge part
The question is though, whole green bread, how is Xbox screwing the platform? I'm trying to understand what do you mean by screwing it? How are they screwing it?
And the impact that they actually have on yourselves, if that's fair to say. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that impacts your development timeline from the community?
You got the first two from Xbox Games with Gold?
Sure,
I missed
yeah,
that Games with Gold. Yeah, that was pretty cool when they had that option there. It was pretty awesome. Games with Gold was great, but now it's like they just put stuff on there like, okay. I don't know how many times they put Blinks on there. Blinks has been like their favorite game to put on Xbox Gold. It's been put like 20 times already.
Whether it's on Reddit or Discord or whatnot. And what we do is we kind of boil it down to large strokes, bigger trends, right? And what features can we make to
Louis, the museum wanted a collection from a man that wanted to partner ways
across the timeline.
Partner ways. So MS bought it for the museum. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Nice. I mean, you mentioned Reddit just there.
And now we got Fallout 76 talks. I hope the show doesn't end with this. I hope the show ends with the banger today. Because really, today's show, it was kind of
in the game. What does that look like for you?
But the dating game brought it up, at least, because we have fun with the dating game. I mean, chat, we had a lot of fun with the dating game. We brought it up. It was really fun. It was a funny subject right here. It was weird, but it was fun. But yeah, I hope it ends with a banger today. If not, tomorrow, please end it with a big banger.
I, speaking for myself, have multiple high-level characters. I've gone through the game with
Redacted and what was it? Kill something? What was it? Kill something? The Mecha game looks pretty awesome. Man, they show some awesome stuff today, to be honest.
And kind of trusting ourselves to make the right choices for the game.
Nice, showing off with quite a few high-level characters there. I see you.
And by the way, I made those myself.
Really?
Thank you.
No, that's very good. We were chatting before about one of your latest characters, your ventures.
I played more Fallout 76 than any other game this year. Really, Google Poll? Oh, that's amazing. I played a little bit on it. Me and TG did, but we're looking for people to play. Have fun, man. We are.
Lives up to his name and loves to drop nukes. So we get the community together, and they follow me around while I drop nukes, and we just have a lot of fun.
I'll stay out of the way of those servers. That's avoid the nukes.
Yep.
What is the reaction from the community that you see when you do take those
I don't know.
and actually put it in the game? What's it like seeing the reaction to
that's
those
true.
from the community?
I think it's great. It's the type of feedback that we kind of get.
I mean, the communities on Xbox are freaking amazing.
So much taking a specific thing
they
like I want a neon green wig or something like that.
They are.
Hey, I'm looking for more things to do at the end of the game. I want more challenging experiences. So as those features kind of come out further down the road, we see that positivity from players reflected back at us through comments and feedback.
That's really cool. I mean, yeah, I love some character creator options as well. So maybe a neon green wig would be great, but that can wait as well. We've got plenty to do in Skyline Valley at the moment as well. And with that came the first new map expansion for the base game. Can you tell me what that means to you and to the game itself about having that map expansion?
Absolutely. So I've been referring to it as a map mutation.
Nice.
Kind of keeping it within the vein of Fallout. But what I've come to learn over the years is that you know, players really love to play on the Appalachia map. Appalachia in our game is really kind of the main character, and we were introduced to Appalachia when the game first came out, and it's really changed since then, and all the updates that we've had. So, knowing that players really like to stay in Appalachia and experience that, we wanted to give them opportunities to continue telling their own stories. So, using Skyline Valley as a reference, they have more places to build, more places to adventure, and also using Skyline Valley for a way to further the story of Appalachia.
Oh, I installed it for PC, and I was looking for just to have some fun on it, you know?
So the idea for Skyline Valley came from Vault 63. It was really mysterious what was going on there.
I don't think they're going to shut up about it. They're going to keep on going. I mean, Sony can close down, and those guys are just going to keep on going, Xbox Gamer. You're asking me, pointers are claiming the console war is over. So you think they would shut up about Xbox now? Not going to happen. They won't shut up. They won't shut up.
I think it's the
now, what I see shameful out there, because I say, okay, you gotta blow some steam, is how much the Xbox community has turned their back on it. I mean, it's crazy on how much they like geared up and started to put their fist up instead of like seeing what Phil said in the message. We talked about it at XPI, and
horrible creature walking around.
What Phil said at the like, for example, that the industry is changing everything. You know, everyone is going to change. Is he hinting something? Nobody actually mentioned that. Is he hinting something? Is he saying something out there that sooner or later we might see a PlayStation game drop on Xbox? I mean, that's the things that the Xbox community is going to talk about. But what I'm seeing is it's better to flip flop and go against it than talk about it, because that was a clear message.
And also terrifying. That's great.
That the industry is changing, you know?
63, we've got a whole bunch of ghouls in there too, which is fun. And speaking of ghouls, it would be fair to chat about the Fallout TV show and my favorite character, Walton Goggins, aka the Ghoul.
Yep.
So how are you enjoying the TV show, firstly? Have you enjoyed it?
Which viewing? I've watched this series about 4 times.
Heck yeah,
I love it. Great, awesome.
You can recite it already, probably, dreaming about it.
What I love most about the show is through the visuals, through the story, through the characters, how true to Fallout it was for people that maybe weren't familiar with Fallout before, or maybe had played other Fallouts in the past, watching the show, experiencing that story and wanting more. Where can they get it? Come to Fallout 76, come to Fallout 4, come to 3. So it's been great seeing that influx of players coming in, having fresh new Fallout experiences to them.
Yeah, that's such a good point. You're so right. I think I was a massive Fallout fan before the TV show, but again, just watching
Not true, whole grain. Don't agree with you there. The only one that has not made a change is Nintendo, but PlayStation changed in 2019 where they dropped Horizon Zero Dawn to PC, and now they're dropping Lego Horizon to Nintendo. So yes, they have changed. And PlayStation has been porting their library, pretty much the whole library, to PC.
Reflected in Fallout 76 as well. We've seen some.
And PC is another platform. The thing is, we have not seen them drop into Xbox. I understand that, but PlayStation already opened up since 2019. The thing is that media doesn't talk about it. Nobody talks about it. I don't know why, but the truth is PlayStation has changed a lot. Because before they were only for the console. Now they're putting their games everywhere. I mean, we see also Helldivers on PC, which is a third-party exclusive. But yes, they dropped to PC. We've seen so much just dropping everywhere.
The decisions that we've been making that are, you know, very, very true to Fallout, and it's really got us pumped for what's coming up down the road.
Yeah, whole grain. They're giving it to them, but at the end of the day, if it draws in money, what do you think it's going to do? It's going to give us more games here on Xbox, because that's the way how we got to see it, man. The thing is, you're still stuck with the whole console war idea. Whole grain, the console war has been dead for the longest of time. It's been dead for the longest of time. It's been so dead. I mean, people just don't like to bring it up. But it's been dead. The only ones who are doing this are the ones who still want there to be a console war, because they're still attached to that whole console war idea. But at the end of the day, whole grain, I mean, like, after this show ends, we're going to have a little conversation about it, and I will explain to you why is it dead. Because it's just like I say, you know, going out there and console for what? So what's the time?
And being able to connect them so they can share their builds in game.
Well, it is competing, man. Because look, right? If you see everything that's going on, whole grain,
You give it a thumbs up.
With the whole console war situation, right? These Xbox is trying to gain to position itself up on the top. So by putting games out there, they're pushing themselves to get on top, man. That's what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, it's to get to be the top dog out there, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what Xbox is pushing for, to be the top dog. So yes, it's competing.
You mentioned as well,
believe it or not, it is competing.
Of the fans playing it here on the booth at Gamescom, and then also in the public test server just now. How have you found the reaction? Are people happy with it? Are you excited? Have you been taking notes as well?
It's great. You know, I think overall they're really excited. Again, it goes back to giving our players the tools and the agency to make their own stories in the game. So what better stories are you going to come up with than running the perilous route of Skyline Drive while being assaulted by giant thrasher turkeys and raiders, you know, doing caravans with your friends? It's just super cool.
Yeah. There's some many new adventures to look forward to. That's so sick. Now, can't wait for Milepost Zero, but John, is there anything else that you want to share with me today, maybe?
Maybe there is. You know, we've talked about Milepost Zero quite a bit. Milepost Zero is awesome. We know that's coming out pretty soon.
No, you're not. I got you, O'Gray. No worries. We'll talk about it. It's always good to debate. I like to debate. Debates are fun, man. They're fun. As long as it doesn't go personal, it's fun. It's fun.
This December, players get to experience the Gleaming Depths.
Heck yeah.
Raids the Gleaming Depths. This is an in-game experience for our most hardcore adventurers, full of nasty bosses that are tough to take down, big challenges, teamwork.
Yeah, Day 2 was mid, yeah.
And
it's
once
mid.
players get to the end of it, if they live to
the dating sim game was the one that got us hyped up, man. That was an incredible thing. It got us talking, so it really did its job. I was still laughing about that.
Let's go. Gleaming Depths. I cannot wait to try that out. I'll have a lot of grinding to do, but yeah, maybe the captain can come in and help me out, level my character up. Love that so much. John, I've got one more question that I'd love to know the answer for. Would you rather eat a fried rad roach or some glowing fungus stew?
So I'm not going to get into specifics, but I kind of already have a preference from past experience. I have had glowing rad roach before. I was at the show premiere. It was absolutely fantastic. I would never turn down the opportunity to have that again. So, glowing rad roach.
Glowing rad roach.
Absolutely.
There we go. We heard it here. John, thank you so much for chatting with me, and thank you for joining us. Now, fans obviously won't have to wait long at all for the next Fallout 76 update. Milepost Zero launches September 3rd. Check out Xbox Game Pass to play Fallout 76, as well as a metric ton of other titles right now. Remember, with Xbox Game Pass, you can get new games on day one, like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th, play some of the biggest games of the year, and unlock partner benefits from our pals at Riot Games and EA Play. And if you're not already a Game Pass member, what are you doing? Join now and get your first month of PC Game Pass for $1 or €1. This offer won't last long, so act now. So coming up, we have the team from Towerborne stopping by to walk us through their latest gameplay demo. But first, it's the latest from Planet Coaster 2.
All right, Planet Coaster, let's go. Let's see this. That's it? No gameplay? Oh, okay. Okay, coming forward. Okay.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director at Frontier Developments. I hope you enjoyed the trailer for Planet Coaster 2. I'm here to show you a bit more about the game, so let's dive in.
So let's hold the volume this a little bit. Down we go, yay! So yeah, let's have a conversation here because I see how things are. So let me see. If Xbox and PS5 died, a new war will be born on PC players. Anywhere versus Acer or something. Listen, there's always a war. I mean, there's always a debate out there. That's or a war. What you guys say about stuff. I mean, there's a cell phone war between iPhone and Samsung, Galaxy and stuff like that. I mean, there's people always out there in a war about things, right? There's always something about something, right? Oh, the Samsung is better than the iPhone. At the end of the day, I seem like both cell phones that you can use, call, do whatever you want. Some people just like to talk about something, right? It's just fun. So it's just a fun conversation. The thing is that people have gotten to these wars and taken them too personally. They take it too personally. I mean, I've had friends that are PS fans that hate my guts because I have a different opinion about PlayStation. They can't stand me. I mean, they just don't. They just don't hang out with me because I have an opinion about PlayStation. They call me a hater. They call me a whole bunch of stuff because, you know, I just don't have all that love for a console. For me, these are all plastic boxes, right? That's how I see it at the end of the day. But you saying that, for example, Xbox is not out there competing or is not out there doing stuff. Yes, they are competing. They're trying to get to the spot and get up there in gaming revenue and everything. I mean, they're trying to get to the #1 spot. So how do you do that? You got to sit down. You got to work strategies. So one big strategy is say, hey, okay, let me port my games over here. Let me move this over here just to get to the top. And when Xbox gets to the top, you know, and that's where they want to be. That's where they are competing. Now, the thing is, it's like how chat was saying, PlayStation has no roadmap. PlayStation has no roadmap at all. So if PlayStation does not have any roadmaps, I mean, what do you think happened? I mean, I bet you all the money in the world that there was a conversation, you know, in order to start porting these games to PlayStation. Because here's the thing, though, right? When you get more people to buy your games, right? Hey, Darizi, good morning, brother. When you get more people to buy your games, that ramps up money for you, right? Ramps up money for you. Not only that, it makes, you know, what's it called? It gets more money in for you to keep on making more games, right? And that's what we want. We don't want the brand to die. Because at the end of the day, you buy this console to play games. Now, what's so good about Xbox, right? And this is where the competition is going to start. And I've said this before. When people were like, oh, no, this is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is not a good thing and anything. And you know what I said? I said, you'll see the true Xbox fans go out there and tell this to the PlayStation guys. Well, I'm getting it over here, but I'm paying $20. But wait, you got to pay $70 for that. And I knew that conversation was going to start. And I started seeing it with Indiana Jones already. I was like, oh, man, now this is the Indiana Jones song. Yes, I'm paying it for $20. You're paying $70. And this is what the PlayStation fanboys went on to say. Oh, you're going to beta test the game, so now we're beta testers, and we're going to get the full experience of the game right over here, yada, yada, yada. Again, they're always looking for excuses, right? They're always looking for a way to have a fight with the Xbox fans, right? But at the end of the day, though, they might get like we might be the beta testers or anything, but they still got to pay the $70 for that game. And so once they pay that $70 for that game, all that money is coming back to Microsoft. All that money is going in. Same thing with Call of Duty. What do you think? Chat, they went out there and were telling people, do not buy Call of Duty. That's what they're saying. Do not buy Call of Duty. They're saying, don't get Call of Duty. Hold on. We're getting something. What is this? Eternal Strands. Nice. Let's be quiet on this one. This looks like a fun game. Okay. I'll continue my conversation in a bit.
World of Eternal Strands. A new fantasy action adventure game where the world around you is your weapon.
There you go.
In Eternal Strands, you will embark on your journey as a young, magic-wielding weaver named Bryn.
Yep.
She seeks to unravel the secrets of the Enclave, a once thriving center of magic, now left in ruins. At your base camp, you'll forge bonds with members of your Weaver Band, who will support you in your expeditions with their various skills.
You've worked hard for this, and I have faith in you.
Select your next quest and customize your gear before venturing out through the Loom Gate on your way to discover the fate of these shattered lands. In the Enclave, you can climb and interact with nearly everything you see. The mantle, the magical cloak on your back, grants you control over frost, flame, and kinetic magic.
Well, that's cool.
Combine these elements in creative ways to manipulate the environment to your advantage and defeat your foes. But the Enclave's foes come in all sizes. Behold, an Ark. This colossal 25-meter construct wields immense power.
That's cool. Yo, that's awesome.
Pick your battles. Rather than risking your loot, return to base camp.
It feels like Dragon Dogma. That's
A day
cool.
has passed. Reforge your gear with your hard-earned resources to even the odds against the mighty epics. No two battles are the same, as epics roam freely between maps, and extreme weather alters the battlefield in this true physics playground. Harvesting strands from these formidable adversaries allows you to weave new abilities into your mantle. With new powers at your command, and the world is your weapon, you hold the key to uncovering the mysteries of the Enclave. Take up the mantle in Eternal Strands.
When is this game releasing? All right, let's go. Bigger trenches around the world. Oh, this looks fun. Whoa, play co-op. That's cool. Train. Yes. Xbox Game Pass, let's go!
You just got a deep dive into the gameplay of Eternal Strands and Look Avoid Train, which is coming to Game Pass early next year, so get ready. But first, it seems like only yesterday we were here at Gamescom enjoying the first Towerborne demo. Now, a year later, the game is nearly ready for prime time. Joining me now with more is Stoic CEO and President Tricia Scoffer, Game Director Daniel McLaren, and Co-Founder and Chief Creative Officer Arnie Jorgensen. So, how is everything going at Gamescom, Tricia?
It's fantastic. We're so excited to be back. The crowd has been exceptional, as always, and the booth's been full, and players are just enjoying themselves. A lot of excitement, a lot of smiles on their faces, and we're just happy to always have the game in the hands of the players.
Yeah, it's been amazing at Gamescom this year. So many people, but it's also been a huge week for you guys.
Indeed.
Tell me a bit more about it.
Absolutely. On Tuesday, we announced that we will be on early access on Steam on September 10th.
Yep.
And we're coming to game preview on Xbox and Windows PC in 2025.
So really not that far away as well.
19 days.
And I'm also so excited because we've got a demo that we're going to be playing. But McLaren, for those that haven't seen Towerborne yet, can you give us the elevator pitch? Why is this game going to be so much fun to play?
Yeah, so it's the quintessential side-scrolling brawler, which you see generally in like a smaller single-player, shorter experience game. We've decided, why not make this a bigger game? Why not put in sweet loot drops? Why not let your friends play together, collect cool stuff and kill bigger enemies and then brag about it. So that's basically what we built.
It's what we all love to do as well.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons I'm so excited to hop into this demo as well, because I got to play it here last year, and honestly, love these type of games like World of Warcraft.
Exactly.
I brought up on, but going into Towerborne, I'm a little bit competitive, and we've also got 3 different characters on screen. So I think, Arnie, if you can kind of talk us through what each of us can do, the different abilities that we've got.
Sure. So everyone just kind of mess around on this first screen before we get too deep. But we're going to be going to early access with 4 different classes. Here we see the Shadow Striker. She's got dual daggers, and she can move about the screen really quickly and do high damage. Then we also have the Sentinel with the sword and shield. He can block, and he can also parry. So if done at the correct time, you raise your shield, bang, they become dizzy. And then we got the Pyro class here with the War Club. Big, slow, heavy damager that can fight through damage. So that's the 3 that we've got right here. We're not showing off the Rock Breakers, which, I'm sorry.
No,
that's not daggers. That's the Rock Breakers with the giant clubs.
I know, this is the thing.
What we're not showing is the dual daggers. That's right, the Shadow Striker. I'm sorry.
No, I'm actually quite excited because I have seen Trisha use the fists before, right? And I was like, she was doing a lot of damage, so I was like, that's what I'm playing as. So I've also got is it an ombre above me? Is it
an umbra?
An umbra.
An umbra. So how does that work?
So the umbra is part of your loadout. We're going to be launching with about 9 different umbra and then adding them as we go through early access. But all the different umbra give you different abilities. Some could do damage, some could do healing.
I like side beat 'em ups.
So we see 3 different umbra here today, and we'll see what they do.
Well, I'm quite excited. And how do I trigger? Is that with my right trigger?
That's
you're
with
welcome,
right trigger.
man.
Now,
you guys
if
are
you press your
welcome.
right
I'll be
bumper,
coming back tomorrow for
this
D3,
massive
man. Always
damage
fun. Always fun. Especially hanging out with you guys, like always, man.
Okay.
It's fun to sit
I
there
don't
and
want to
watch
use that.
it,
So
man.
that's the little thing on the bottom of the screen, isn't it? When you can kind of see the bar.
So the orange bar, if you look at your HUD up there, the orange bar, as that fills up, that will be your right bumper button. That's the special ability.
Okay.
The 3 little pips down at the bottom, when those turn
Yes,
blue,
Towerborne.
if you hold your left trigger and hit your light attack or your heavy attack, it will do
Dear
one
Lord,
of 2
Jacob, that's
special
something.
abilities and consume one of those pips.
Okay, nice.
We do
All
not
right,
need
should
to know that.
we go forward to our first fight? Right, I'm kind of just.
Good luck, man.
I'm going in
Oh,
first.
okay, I get it. That's cool.
It's
man.
not because I'm trying to do the most damage. I promise.
There's a lot of different things to remember for each class, but for now, just have
that's
fun
cool.
playing. You'll learn the class
nice.
over the hours of playtime.
And there's like combos, isn't there, that you can do? So you kind of want to set it up to do the most. And
That's
just
right.
The little bar on the bottom. How does that?
Yep,
how
we're
do
gonna
I
get
get that
Indiana
to charge
Jones
faster?
and a couple more.
Just by hitting
I gotta
things
check the
or
schedule.
by completing combos. By completing combos, it's going to fill up much faster.
Limbo
that's your,
was good. I
your
had
weapon
fun with
meter.
Limbo.
How do I know my combos? Is it just like mixing up like fast,
you
heavy
guys
attacks,
are welcome,
or?
man. Oh man,
Yeah, it's a
always.
combination of
Like
using
I
your
said, it's
light
great
and
hanging
your
out with
heavy.
y'all.
It's a 4-button
awesome
combo
to be
system,
here,
so
man.
any
Seriously.
combination of those 4 buttons will do different things. So, and if you hold down X, you
And
can
it was good
launch
because-
enemies into the air, get up there and do some aerials.
At the end of the day, you
Nice
know,
coming in and
it
stealing
got
my kill.
into my
I
morning
appreciate
show.
it.
So
I
you know
would
what?
never
Let's stream
do.
this. Why the heck not?
I'm not
Let's
a
stream
kill
this
thief.
and See what
I
Chad has to
am
say. Let's have some fun.
I am. I'm happy to
That was
help that out.
I'm not sure that the people watching here know that there's a friendly rivalry going on right here. We're actually tracking damage done in this, so we can see if Benny can beat Trisha and McLaren.
Don't know what you're on about. Please.
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
Oh no, I've just missed. I've just wasted my combo.
It's a no-lose, McLaren. If you win, you basically be a professional gamer.
Pretty much.
No.
That's the goal here. It's
I
been
know
my
you guys
dream.
are running too far ahead, right? This is. Right, there we go. No, I'm good now. Don't worry, I've got my own enemy.
It's been my dream to beat a professional gamer. So.
Hey, can you not steal my damage, please? That's my damage.
Absolutely.
Oh, you just stopped him getting up.
Yes, sir.
If you hit him early enough, you can whack him pretty quickly. It's like whack-a-mole.
How you doing over there, Benny?
I think I'm doing good. I think I've done a lot of damage. I'm hitting my combos. Oh no, I've just missed. I keep wasting my. Okay, no.
How you doing?
No, I feel like I'm falling behind.
Actually, it is super detailed.
Man, Trisha's got the
looking at
best
bad
weapon
guys.
with that spin to win. That's normally my weapon.
Trisha's actually playing McLaren's weapon.
I know,
right.
it's so
But
irritating.
Benny is playing Trisha's. Trisha's
That's
really
true.
good with the rock breaker.
Maybe you haven't seen my stats on all the weapons yet, but I played them all. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
Right,
it looks
hold
fun.
on. There's a couple
Can't wait
more
to play
people
this
over
game.
here. I'm determined.
too slow.
Okay, wait. So right now, I'm actually quite low on health. I've taken a lot more damage.
Well, that's
Just
okay.
has taken none.
I've got you here. If you come up a bit, there's a healing shrine.
Oh, yes.
And that'll just get everybody refreshed. Because get ready.
Oh, nice.
So hold on one second.
Hold on. Let's wait a second.
But if you did die,
Right.
Oh, yeah. So the way the death works in this game, when you die, your Umbra's going to come over and it's going to res you. But if you run out of lives, then it takes your teammates to res you, and it's oftentimes hard. If they take damage while doing it, then you're dead. But I want to talk really quickly. We've come into this mission for a reason. We're in this mission
Trisha.
because we got to beat Trisha.
Yes.
We heard that there was a boss in the area, so I think we're on its trail, and we'll see what happens here as we enter the next cave.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you McLaren, are you sure you're ready?
Here we go.
Let's go.
Are you sure? All right.
Let's go.
All right, wait. No, you know where we're going.
There we are.
Oh, no. All right, there we go. No, there we go.
It's the Pango Jira. Now, if you notice, there's a break bar at the bottom of the screen right under the health bar of the boss. McLaren, tell us a little bit about that.
So it's a quintessential break bar. The minute you break it will stun the boss and allow you to go into a punish phase. And so, oh, geez, man, it's always those rocks, always in the face.
pay attention.
I know. So now he's in a broken phase, so now you can just do all of your combos, do all of your damage.
Pummel him.
Yeah, this is where you really get.
This is where you get your damage.
This is where you get the numbers up.
I'm going, that's where I'm going.
Get your numbers up.
There we go.
Run away!
Let's use my ombre.
Your ombre.
I love it.
I don't know why I'm calling it.
Officially change it to ombre.
I don't know why I'm calling it an ombre.
I think I'm officially changing it to
think
ombre.
we're literally doing it. We just turned this game into an esport somehow.
All right, come on. I got no back. Wait, are you dead?
No, not even close.
It's a damage. Now I do have to say, this boss has been wrecking people on the show floor.
Yeah, it's been pretty great.
But we've got some people here that have played this game before.
Yeah.
That might be making it look a little easy.
Oh my god, there's so many rocks getting thrown at my head.
Right.
Right, here we go. Right, I need
messed
time
that
as
up.
well.
Boink. All right, there we go.
This is
no, I've just wasted. No.
This is the type of fight, as you would expect in any game like this, that if you get a boss, you're going to get wicked good gear. You're going to get great weapon drops, aspect drops, which are gems or mods that you can slot into your equipment. But this is the type of fight that you want to go into and get beat, because this is where you get the good stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I've just done so much for us there.
Did you really?
I've just taken out like 10 ads.
Well,
Benny's carrying the team. He's carrying the team.
Yeah, he really is.
Appreciate that. I've taken the boss down to quarter life.
What I found though is I apparently only get 1 damage for every single one of these kills. So I'm just putting it out there that I'm being a team player.
I see.
Yeah.
And it's not because I think I'm behind on the damage curve.
Oh, Jiminy, I rolled right into it too.
Get good.
I think I know better. Look at that. First death, who does that belong to? I know how to play this game, I promise, folks. I'm working on it. All
right, here we go.
There
I don't have that info.
There we go. We got him.
Jacob, I don't have to search it.
Go. On this face.
Oh, yeah, let's go. All right, now the moment of truth.
I don't think we need to take a look at the damage.
I think we do.
I don't think you know what we're basing this off? Eliminations. Let me know, like in the chat, if we should base it off eliminations or not.
F in chat for Benny.
I don't want to look at my stats.
Here we
go.
I don't want to look.
Damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on?
12,000.
Let's go.
Wow,
That's okay, Benny. You can play again later.
Can we like? Oh, come on, I know there's something wrong. I defeated way more than 9 enemies.
Did you though?
I swear I did.
Did you though?
Well, that's
They played the game once or twice. But hold on a second. So this right here is the combat that we're showing here on the show floor, and we're just pushing right now. The combat of Towerborne, I think, is really something special. But the whole game is an RPG. There's a huge map that you move out onto, and you explore tile by tile, just like this, and you uncover through the fog of war different areas of bosses, loot chests, ventures, which are our version of dungeons. There's a ton to explore in this RPG, and then you go back to the tower and you get your missions. You go to the forge. What is it saying for Towerborne?
Yes, that's right. I totally blanked.
Hold on a second.
I was like, you're the one that told me. Yep.
I was basking in my success, and I just wasn't listening to anything except that I beat Benny, a pro gamer.
The saying of Towerborn is,
by the way,
I want to explore the world, and I want to be strong enough to do it.
Next time, I'm going to get some practice in, and I will beat you.
It's right there on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'll be there a week. That's what I'm going to be.
We'll do it. You guys join in Zoom, play a game. We'll show it on the site.
Yeah, we'll do it. But one thing I have to say is we're seeing more games go into early access. Why was it so important and specifically to go into Steam for you, Trisha?
Oh, absolutely. Getting the game into players' hands is super important to us. We want to have that the discussion with the community, have them be a part of the game building. It's what Stoic has always done from our very first game. And so getting there, being able to have that and have the input and take it in. Steam just happens to do that well for us, and we want to make sure we're fully prepared for when we come to game preview next year and have an expansive players, the number of players coming in. We're truly ready for them. We don't want to disappoint.
Honestly, it's been some of the most fun I've had. I've really enjoyed playing it, and I can't wait to go and sit there and then beat you. It will happen. I'm excited for next time.
Anytime, any place.
I don't doubt it.
But thanks so much for stopping by. But remember to wishlist right now at towerborne.com if you want to go and have a go yourself. Now, if that chat has you hyped for Towerborne, then you'll love what the team has in store. Check out a taste of a new dev diary coming soon.
Towerborne is an action RPG online multiplayer game.
We're going to support for many years. It's a living world. Steam Early Access is a great vehicle for us to get started.
My greatest joy in this is going to be sitting here a year from now going, I had no idea that this would go in this direction.
That's cool.
And now it's time to say goodbye, but only until tomorrow. And what a day tomorrow will bring. So you got to make sure you join us when we kick off our final day of coverage with one of the most anticipated titles of the year. It's Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. We'll also jump into the world of Metaphor ReFantazio, a fantasy RPG from the minds behind Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. Plus, the team from Thunder Lotus will stop by to help us all survive God's judgment in 33 Mortals. And Lena, we're going to give you a rare look at Avowed. So thanks for watching, and auf Wiedersehen. Bye!
All right, it's done, guys. At least the show ended up good, you know. At least the show ended up good. Today was kind of meh at the beginning, but at least it ended up good. Tomorrow's gonna be the bangers. Tomorrow, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what Xbox is gonna bring to the table, man. I cannot wait till tomorrow. Oh man, it's just gonna be good. It's just gonna be good. All right, now it's time for me to switch the screen. Now let me put this on pause and let's have a conversation with the chat, because I know you all love to hang out and just have a conversation, right? So yes, look what Roberto Z posted, right? And this is something that's interesting, you know, whole green bread. This is the whole thing that you need to understand about competing out here. You have so many platforms out there, right? Why the heck not give us, you know, give your game over there in order to bring in more money? I mean, that is awesome. And like how Roberto Z says, every platform is an Xbox. A lot of people didn't see the genius in that. They're making money off your competition, which is true. And I do agree with Roberto Z 100%. If you're going to still stay stuck in the console wars, because look, Whole Grain, the thing is, to develop a game nowadays, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. Yes, Trayborn, I agree with you. I give this thing like close to a 7. The whole date thing, though, made it a lot of fun, though. So, Whole Grain, like I was saying, though, right? If you're going to stay stuck to the whole console war exclusive idea thing, the thing is, we've waited so long, and I understand what you guys mean, because you all wanted to go out there and point fingers, you know, to the PlayStation community, especially for how they treated the Xbox community throughout the whole years. I know we got that little smirk, that little revenge in it, right? But at the end of the day, we are actually winning. How are we winning? Because, hey, look, you all said, let me tell you what they all said. They all said, Xbox doesn't have any games, one. Xbox games suck. Who will want to play them? And if I continue on going, right? with the things they said, look what they're doing. They're actually buying the games right now. They're actually getting to play the games, and what does that mean? That everything they have said, all their narratives they have said have gone to shambles. I mean, they have been destroyed because they're the first ones who went out there, talk bad about Xbox, talk bad about the Xbox games, but wait, they drop over here, and now you're buying them and playing them? Man, I cannot wait till, for example, Redfall or Starfield, especially Starfield, drops into PlayStation. Because if that game drops to PlayStation, I'm telling you, it's going to be a massive hit. People are going to go nuts and buy it. I mean, they're going to go, like I said, nuts and buy it. And now we're going to see what media has to say. Because remember, media went out there and said, oh, it's empty. There's nothing to do. PlayStation fans were like, yeah, it's empty. There's nothing to do. It's a bad game. But when it drops on there, I'm just going to have fun with all the things they're going to say. Because that's going to be right then and there a change. But yes, at the end of the day, Xbox is banking off the competitors, and trust me. And once they start going up, because here's the thing, though, once they start going up to where they want to be at, we're gonna see Sony say, "Hey, let's start doing this." Because if not, Xbox is gonna beat us into shambles, and that's the truth. That's the truth. So yes, today's showcase, right? Yeah, I agree with you. Trade Boom for me was close to a 7. Too much. There was like okay, I know this is a developers conference thing. I understand all that stuff, right? But for example, I'm just glad, and to be honest, they talked about Elder Scrolls Online. I'm glad they talked about Fallout 76. I'm glad they took all this conversation about the online games the first 2 days and took it to the side, right? So yeah, it's done. It's over. Now let's go to the big bangers that are coming tomorrow. Like we said, let me go back to it and read it off the screen because since it appeared right away. So for tomorrow, guys, on the 3rd day, we are getting. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can pause this in the right position so we can talk about it, right? So for tomorrow. Guys, we got Indiana Jones of the Great Circle, Avowed, Abra History Untold, 33 Immortals, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2, Metaphor, Refantasio, Tales of Iron 2, Squirrel with the Gun. Now that game I'm psyched for because I want to see that game. I was watching, I was just laughing my ass off with it. Path of Exile 2, Commando's Origins, and more. So tomorrow is going to be the most interesting day, and it's going to be the 3rd day in Xbox Gamescom live stream. And I'm happy they did this because, we took some in-depth conversation with devs, learned a lot of stuff, from, for example, the Star Wars conversation. That was really fun. We learned like how they have to sit there, imagine, and to create these scenes and everything because they didn't have a set. That's pretty awesome. It's always a great conversation to hear what devs and people that work in games talk about. It's great. I mean, it's great. I enjoy it. And not only that, I also love sitting here talking to y'all while we watch the show. We had our fun, like I said, with the dating app game. Oh my God, that was the funniest conversation I've seen in quite a while in the chat. We just laughed and laughed and laughed. We're gonna date a floor. I mean, I'm telling you, there's gonna be people dating a sink, dating a toilet. They're just gonna date pretty much everything in that thing. So yes, it's funny as hell, man. It was a funny conversation. Chat just rambled. I mean, it got weird for all of us right there in the moment. You're like, what the hell is this, But it got us talking, though. But yeah, to be honest, that was the best part of the showcase. Just the conversation we had on here was just hilarious. But in the end of the day, though, right, we got Towerborne, first team. So basically, what? Let me see what someone mentioned something about Towerborne right here. Let's see. Someone asked this. That answer was here. There's more Steam players than Xbox players. Shouldn't have tested on the similar base first. The thing is, though, she mentioned that because pretty much from the first game. So how many games did they make, though? Let's see. Because she was mentioning from her first game that they made. And it was basically, they probably posted on Steam or something. Let's see what, basically I'm trying to understand what she means by that for me to answer you that question. So Stoic Studios, right? Let's see, Stoic Studio games. Let's see what games they have made before. So they have made, I don't know. Is this their first game, to be honest? Oh, they made the Banner Saga trilogy. For what did that come from? Let me see. Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 1 when it came out, Xbox One. Wow, that's weird. Oh, probably it's because, you know, I think that, what other games did they make for PC, though? Banner Saga 3, the Banner Saga Trilogy, Towerborne 2025. Oh, the Banner Saga Factions. Okay, let's see, Banner Saga Faction. Oh, Banner Saga Factions came, you know, that was pretty much the first game. It came out on Microsoft Windows and Mac OS. That was in 2013. The next one came to... Oh, then they started porting to Xbox. So, yeah, pretty much it would just want to please the Steam players probably, you know, or something. Or just try to gain some more stuff in, you know, for Steam. So, yeah, let's keep on with the conversation because I see chat going on with the whole conversation with the whole console warring thing. So Xbox on the Towerborne IP. Let me see, what else did the chat say? The game was the highlight. I'm not interested, but they talked more about this game. I wanted to try it out. Try it on it. Yep. She said they were to test Steam first before going on big preview next year. Her exact words, Steam is bigger than Xbox. Yeah, it's a weird answer though. But at the end of the day, you know, it's because of the first game that they threw out. You know, you want to stick to Steam players. So yeah, that was kind of a weird answer. But hey, listen, am I worried for Towerborne coming on Xbox this year? Nah. Am I gonna be worried for Towerborne coming out to Xbox next year? Nah. I mean, it's a fun game. It looks awesome, but we have so much to play because people tend to forget that there is a lot of games to play. And not only that, Game Pass just keeps on feeding us and feeding us and feeding us and feeding us so many games that when the time comes around the top, we're like, oh, it's here. Let's go play it. That's what we're going to say. That's what we're going to say. We got many games to play. I mean, if we don't have a backlog in games, we got to be lying because we do got to have a big backlog in games. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let me see what else is out there. Let's see. Louis, need to say PlayStation such as every game company must approve every release on their platform. I got a feeling PlayStation that PS will soon will regret approving Xbox games on PS. I think they won't regret it. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna start porting their games to other platforms. That's what they're gonna start doing. I mean, at the end of the day, all the platforms they've been doing it. But they're gonna start porting it to Xbox, and they're gonna start doing that pretty soon. Most opponents already play Starfield and other Xbox games. What they don't tell you is some of them secretly have Game Pass and play those games in private, but pretend to console war. 1,000,000% facts right there. That's what they do. Like I said, I don't get why the hate against Xbox. I'm still trying to understand that. When Xbox, all it does is give us a service, right? Where we pay $20 a month now, and we get so many games to play and have so much fun. I don't understand why is there hate on that. Louis, how you Louis, also, you heard how the girl in the yellow hair who interviewed dating sim devs? Thanks for coming to Xbox. Thanks for talking with you, but the devs took 10 minutes more. They take outrage of care because, yeah, I mean, Jacob, they got to get any opportunity, you know, to talk about the game, you know. I mean, heck, yeah, because the game ended, the showcase ended at what, 11:40? It took a while, yeah, because supposedly this is a 2-hour show, but Jesus, it's taking more than 2 hours. They take the outrage of care like they want Xbox games, but they already in the Xbox ecosystem. Fake, 100%. Oh, they fake outrage. Yep, they fake outrage, 100%. Towerborne is definitely my kind of game. Weird games like that could end up catching lightning out of nowhere. Yep, 100%. I'll check it out. I might check to see the emu first. Sometimes hard to find. Console games are super expensive. Whoa, really? Louis, explain the reason why. Oh man, let me just say this. John TJ with a beautiful and an awesome $5 super chat. He says, Louis, explain the reason why PlayStation has no roadmap and the game flops they have released because Raichi thinks PlayStation's doing better. Well, here's the thing though with PlayStation, right? The thing is, I keep telling you guys, there's a lot more detail into what's going on around the gaming industry. Right now, for example, this year is the prime example of about things that have been going on, right? PlayStation this year, they started off the year with a $10 billion loss, right? On stocks, right? They lost with a $10 billion loss. I mean, that was a massive, massive hit on Sony. Way too massive. They started with that. Then we see they stop production with VR. They stop production with VR. Then they do budget cuts on the VR. Then they price cut the VR to sell it. Now they're selling it with the what's this thing called? They're selling it with the adapter for you to play it on PC. They're trying to push the PSVR. They're trying to push a lot of things, right? Now, with the game side of things, right? Because you see, like, there's a roadmap. You see these games come out. Now, with the sales, though, for what these games actually cost, did they do well? Those are the questions we got to see, because we all know, we actually see now how much it's costing for these devs to make a game. It's now between what, 100, let's say on average 150 million to what is it, 300 million. Now you times that by the sales, right? And like I said, we have had developers on the show, and the developers explain a lot. You gotta pay first. For example, you gotta pay Sony first, or pay any of those guys, wherever your game is published. You gotta pay them first. Then you gotta pay taxes. Then you gotta pay lawyers and fees, and then you gotta pay a whole bunch of stuff in order for them to make some money. You gotta go through those steps. And if you guys, like I said, if you did not watch the show with Elaine, I will look for that episode to drop it on here. You gotta watch it so you can learn everything that runs through the development steps in order for them to make some money, which is insane. It's insane. So, because you saw like a third-party roadmap, you think it was awesome. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But at the end of the day, though, Sony, for their first-party studio, did not have an actual good roadmap. I mean, what you guys get? You guys got Conquered, and now you're gonna get Astrobot, and you also got The Last of Us 2 remastered. And I was like, there was no point to that, because basically when Digital Foundry and everybody else grabbed into the game, they were like, it's pretty much kind of like the same. So yeah, that was, I don't know why they focused on that, but and this generation on the Sony side of things, right? The ABK deal really shook them up. That was a big shook up to them. Why was that a big shook up to them? Because even Jim Ryan said, hey, Call of Duty was funds to make our games. I keep saying that, people seem to forget about that. It was a third-party game that funded them to make these first-party games. So now there has been a big shake-up, and with everything that happens, and PlayStation on hardware sales, though, is selling good, but remember, it's because of the whole PlayStation 4 thing that happened. Last generation PlayStation 4 had a great ending to it, and at the beginning they had a good continuation, but now it's just been just dropping. And like I said, this year, not only for PlayStation, also Nintendo hardware sales dropped, Xbox hardware sales dropped. Everyone has had a hardware sale drop this year, because like I said, if iPhones are down, and that's a cell phone, because people buy cell phones for communication and everything, if iPhones are down 10%, there's going to be a major drop throughout the whole industry everywhere. Not only iPhones, TVs, everything is just going to drop, because people right now this year are just not going out there and buying stuff. They're just, little by little, going through it. Let's see now. So let's keep on going. I mean, I wasn't supporting the announcement for Indie PS5. Xbox needs to have some time to shine with the new game. Oh well. The thing is, Gogopol, I think it was proper. Even Plume mentioned this, and I agree with what he said yesterday. Remember, Europe is a big PlayStation community, and for them to announce it right there, and what sucks is it was on the Jeff Keighley show, but it was a good thing they announced it right there and said, hey, listen, this game is coming out to PlayStation 5, because that means right there with the European over there, this is they love PlayStation. Remember, PlayStation love to show European numbers, right? The EU and everything, right? Like, oh yeah, we sold this much in EU. EU is doing fantastic. They love to focus on EU, but mentioning that right there, I totally got it. It's because it's just a way to get those people, the PlayStation fans that do own a console out there, say, hey man, look, it's coming on PlayStation, let's go buy it. It's a way to get marketing into it. If you did Feather Duster, is that game is like the gee baby, is that like they did the big Plume? I don't know. Ask him, G. Maybe ask him next Wednesday, see what he says. I wonder why some early access games like Wilhelm can do game preview on Xbox, but most don't. I don't know. I don't know what deals they have. You know, it's all about the deals that they have on there. Let's see. I wonder why some early access games like, okay, I already read that. Some early access pass as games I heard, like Power World. Oh yeah, Power World 2, yeah. No, this was not a live. This is not a live, but a premiere. Good to know. But I do know what with Towerborne they want to sell on Steam too. Yep, 100%. They want to. I mean, it's gonna be a free-to-play game. I think it is. So it's not to sell. It's just to attract more people to jump on there. As a limited time, they say Game Pass is trash, but they somehow criticize new games on Game Pass like they played it. I wonder why. It's because they have Game Pass. 100%. I mean, they love to criticize. Trable, they criticize, and they criticize for nothing, because now every time we go out there and we see them criticizing, this is what the Xbox community is going to do. We're just going to start ignoring them, because at the end of the day, let's just ignore them. They're criticizing, you know. Go out there, play your game, have some fun. I mean, look, they were celebrating Wukong like if it was their own game out there. They were even putting the PlayStation logo on it and everything going on. But at the end of the day, right, it was all bought on Steam. It was all bought on Steam. Look at on the PlayStation how it looks. I mean, the frame drops insane. Resolution dropped to 720p. And basically, we now understood what was happening, because that's the part where I didn't get when Wukong came out and said it's not coming to Xbox now because, you know, we had a bad optimization. Everybody started talking about the Series S, but wait, you guys are making this engine in Unreal. What do you mean bad optimization? What, that right there was a red flag on with me right there. I was like, this game is not going to release the way it's supposed to be released. And look now, we now understand why it didn't happen, because even for the PlayStation 5, dropping the resolution down to 720, Jesus, especially a game like that. On Steam though, it's doing better, but still for me, that game needed more time. That they were just ready to launch and said, okay, we got it for Steam, we got it for this, let's just launch it over here. Yep. That's how it is. Oh man, Jacob Nova with some news. Sea of Thieves was #1 bestseller on PS5 for 3 months earlier this year. Yep, 100%. Man, oh man, and it also hit 1 million players. That's amazing. And let me tell you something. See, Whole Grain Breath, Microsoft is banking on this. And what does that do? It brings up the money. And also, it's going to get us, to get Xbox to make us more and awesome games for Game Pass for us to enjoy. That's what's going to happen. I already muted blocked so many on YouTube and Twitter. It's just noise. Yes, 100%. It's all just noise. All this, listen, right? Oh, Vicky Bengali, good morning. I mean, good afternoon, because it's afternoon now. But good morning, Louis S. Tier Gamer. My most anticipated Xbox game so far is Gears of War Eden. I can't stop thinking about it. 100%. That game is going to be awesome, Vicky. It's just going to be one awesome game. It is. This is going to be an awesome game. I mean, I can't wait till they start dropping Gears. Drop it. Just start dropping it. Come on. I want to see more about it. I hope that tomorrow they actually do show some gameplay. Let's cross fingers and see what happens and they show some actual gameplay. But yeah, it's all about noise, man. All about noise. Even the Xbox guys are just doing a lot of noise. I don't know why they're doing a lot of noise instead of thinking of stuff that can... Because for what Phil said, the whole industry is changing, and it's changing for all of us. Are you hinting something? Are we getting PlayStation games sooner than later to our platform? Is that what you're hinting? That's something that the Xbox community should be talking about. Instead of going to this rant, oh no, they're killing their brand, it's been dead. And it's incredible how much all of them out there are saying that they're killing their brand. They are not killing their brand. They're making it better. How are they making it better? Because y'all keep forgetting we have this beautiful thing called Game Pass, and it just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And the funny thing is, right, we're gonna see a lot of the PlayStation guys, fanboys say, oh yeah, Phil's putting out there because you Xbox don't buy your games. Oh yeah, Phil's putting out there because all this. But do you guys buy your own games? That is a question, because when you see that Last of Us hits 20 million sales, did y'all forget that there's bundles in that thing? Because I remember when I got The Last of Us, the first one, right? I bought it with a bundle on the PlayStation. It was a bundle for me for the PlayStation 4. So, yeah. That's the question for you guys. Do you guys actually buy the games? Yeah, some of you do buy games, but y'all cheating like seriously, y'all buy like 20 or 30 million copies of the games right away. And that's not true. You wait for a discount, you wait for patches, you wait for all that stuff. That's what you all do. And yeah, Rachel's right about that. When PS releases games at the end of each generation, PS3 and PS4 started dry until they release big games at the end of the generation. They started to like release bigger titles like around 2017, 2018. That's when they dropped like the whole catalog of everything. But at the end of the day, by dropping that whole catalog, look what happened. I mean, it closed down PlayStation Japan Studios because I remember that they dropped what's this game called for PlayStation Japan Studios in the middle of a lot of games. I forgot the name of that game. Gravity Rush. The game was Gravity Rush. I remember they dropped Gravity Rush, and when they dropped Gravity Rush in it, it was bundled with just so many PlayStation games that literally they went in and closed down the studio. That's what happened at the end of the day. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but what can we do? And I know PlayStation is gonna end with a banger, but truth be told, though, Xbox is the one that is releasing games right now. That is. Reggie says I already paid full price for a game. Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, Reggie, it's just talks. They go out there and talk for nothing. For nothing. Yeah, but I don't know if there are studios are in a good shape. They were in 2018, so there's a lot of unknowns right now with PS Studios. Yep, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going out there. A lot of stuff going out there, but like I said, let's see what it brings. Let's see what happens, you know. Shit, there's a lot of stuff going out there with PlayStation, especially since the last Call of Duty. Now they got to sit down, reorganize, and say, okay, where are we going? Where are we headed? What are we going to do? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see how they end the generation. But for now, it's dry as fuck. Super dry. I mean, they might say, oh yeah, we have third-party exclusives. Yes, but for me, like for the first-party studios, it was dry. It's dry as fuck. They need to work on that. I do like some PS games. Love Last of Us 2 a lot. Same here. I do like some PS games. I do. I mean, that's why I bought a PlayStation, to play some PS games. But this generation, I'll be honest with you, Xbox is what got me gaming. I cannot lie. Xbox, all the time, every time I go in there, there's always a game to play. You just cannot ignore it. You just cannot ignore it. Just can't. Oh, Sourblow, what's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing? I'm right here, you know, just sitting a little bit, talking with the chat, because the show pretty much went for 3 hours long. But it was fun. Tomorrow, I know it's going to be longer, but tomorrow we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun with the show. We will. We will. We will. We will. So, chat, listen up. The crazy one's got to go. I got to go to work. I got to do a couple things in the office, you know. You better get a PS6 to play the PS5. To play the PS5 games. The crazy one's gotta go. But before I go, seriously, tell me what y'all been playing. I've been playing Subnautica last night after I dropped out to the show. You know, after the show was done, I said, okay, you know, let me go drop in, play some Subnautica. Play for a little while. I was hanging out there with Decado, with his friend P Sauce. We had a lovely conversation, lots of fun. And yeah, I just relaxed for a bit, you know, and then I went to bed early because I was just too tired. I slept, and this morning I was so tired that I didn't even hear my cell phone alarm. I had to wake up at 6 and go exercise, and I didn't do it. I was too tired. But yeah, that's what I did early this morning and last night. I played Subnautica. I've been having a lot of fun. About to hop back into Starfield. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I gotta try that car. I gotta go in and try it. Gonna play some at this Atlas Fallen. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that game got dropped into Game Pass. Awesome. I keep forgetting that because there's just so much stuff going on with Gamescom, so much cool news happening, and man, oh man, it's just haven't had the time to, you know, sit down and just think about everything that's going on besides Gamescom, because that's what I love about Gamescom, right? It's all the stuff that's being announced. Sourblow, what do you mean? No, wait. What happened? What happened, Sourblow? Go for it. What happened? No, wait. 8-hour stream? When? When are we doing an 8-hour stream? Because I'm not doing that. Tomorrow we need 30. Yes, it's coming on the show tomorrow, Rachie. 33 Immortals. It's been also going to show some of stuff. Oh, yes. Subnautica is fun, Gogopo. It's a fun game. You got to build submarines. You got to search for stuff to build. Like, just, for example, sample submarines. You got to take, you know, take the aliens step by step to do stuff. I mean, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. Play Pronamon and Blade plus Diablo again today. Wait, you want me to do an 8-hour stream today? No. No, I already did 6 hours on Friday. I literally pushed 6 hours. I don't know how the heck I did it. I even cooked food, sat here with the chat. What the heck is that? I heard like a weird sound through the microphone. Like voices. Is it me? Did I hear voices in my microphone? It's like, oh well. Let's keep on going. I think it was the painting talking to me. What's up, painting? How you doing this morning? So, but yeah, Subnautica is a lot of fun. Subnautica is a lot of fun. Our protocol and stuck on chain echoes and can't beat a boss. Oh, you gotta level up, buddy. You gotta level up. Good morning, Mandalorian Martin. How are you doing, man? You missed the whole Star Wars thing, man. It was good talks right there with Star Wars. Our protocol is a classic. Need a sequel. I heard in a slight chance that they might make an Alpha Protocol type game. Awesome, awesome, awesome. No, you didn't. We're just sitting here, just having a blast, just talking. But I'm about to go though because you know it's I gotta go to work. But chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. It was awesome. You know, I'm happy to stream this for you guys because why the heck not? They're showing games. We're getting in-depth talks with the devs about the game and everything. I mean, that's a lot of fun. And I love to listen to dev talks. I mean, it cheers me up. It makes me happy. And like I said, they're showing games, right? This is Gamescom. Happy that, like I said, dev talks, games, and everything. I'm just happy for all that stuff because we needed some news to talk about, especially with what's been going on this past months. It's all been about rumors. It's all been about all sorts of stuff. So let me see. My number says, Louis, should we worry about? And nope, we shouldn't worry because it's gonna bring up a lot more money for more game for them to develop games and to drop it into Game Pass. No, he's from America. He travels, you know, to all sorts of places, you know, to get some cool stuff. That's what he does. But chat again. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for memberships and everything. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. We had a lot of fun, especially with the dating game. That was like the funniest thing I've seen chat just go all around about. It just got weird right there for that moment. And again, chat, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me. Seriously, truly appreciate it. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when next BI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful and an awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see y'all on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET at Wednesdays, right here on this very same channel with the Big Plume, Sourblow, and Silent Cypher. And we will be back tomorrow morning with the last day of Gamescom. Yes, last day of Gamescom. We're going to see Indiana Jones, Warhammer, Space Marine 2. We're going to see lots of cool stuff on this final day. We're going to stream it. We're going to have some fun. Let's enjoy our final days in Gamescom with Good Morning on Crazy Louis. So guys, see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.